Right. So, good evening, fellow mothers, and welcome to this 32nd birthday stream. Actually, Zin, put the TV on mute. Thank you. All right. So, welcome everyone to follow this stream event where we have this arena matches, some clips from fellow players, Q&A, information about future cons, and with me here in the studio I have Darrell.
Hello.
And the international man of mystery, sunglasses, Sin. And we'll do some commentary on the fights, and also later on we'll have a short Q&A on the developer stuff as well. So otherwise, I think we'll go more or less. If you were watching this last year, the recipe is more or less the same, but with some twist, especially on the arena side. So in addition to us three, we have of course Gore, who's running the whole stream, and then we have on the commentary side our fellow mothers who you might have seen last year as well, but I think I'll let them introduce themselves. So.
Jussi, ootko takas?
Hello everyone. So I think we're on now. Can anyone hear us? Maybe.
Hello, am I audible? Do I have pants on? You have pants on.
Not really. So last year me and Lauri were like next to each other. Now we're opposite to each other. And I told Lauri it'll look like this. Hey Lauri.
Well, it was better last year. It was like. Anyway, I'm glowering. That dude, Huppu. Take a good look at him now. Again, like it was all the time last year. Yeah, I have to wing this all by myself. Already.
But yeah, that was the introduction. I'm not sure if it was supposed to say anything else. What?
How long can we make?
It's done.
Can we like keep going for hours
do
and
something.
hours?
Take us off there.
And I need to.
All right. So we'll have some wonderful commentary this evening as well. I think if you remember from last year, had some great comments and evergreen things that were left living, I suppose. So, all right. Then on the arena itself, it's more or less the same as last year. We had done some changes with the map, and there's one new biggest feature, which is essentially the power-up capabilities. So you have power-ups spawning in the area, fixed intervals. You can choose whether to take
hit points or spell points, I think.
Yeah, and EP as well, but that takes longer. So it takes 3 turns, I think, to get some EPs, 1 for HP and 2 for SP. Then additionally this year, we have some trivia questions from Shinerai, which we'll be playing before each match, and we'll be posting the answers afterwards. And now the way it works is that when you see the trivia question, you can answer it on Bat Channel in the MUD.
I think only in Bat Channel.
Yeah, only in Bat Channel.
So, only on Bat Channel. And I think Shinerai is keeping 2 lists, which is the fastest answer and the people who actually get it correct before the answer video is shown. I think he's keeping 2 different scoreboards. So even if someone has already answered the correct question, I think you can still answer. And yeah, I don't know how it works, but Shinerai will be keeping
anyway,
the score.
You'll get trivia questions, you can answer on Bat, and Shinerai will keep score. One who gets the most points gets something. I don't know what, something.
Yeah, Shinerai will be awarding something. He will be contacting you eventually when the event is over. And he will be giving the prizes for that. So keep posted.
Yeah. All right. And this year, actually, let me show you. There's a prize for the winner, engraved and everything. Very nice. So whoever wins the arena tournament gets this fancy trophy as well. Maybe something else. Let's see.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right. then I think it might be actually time to start with the first fight. And we'll start with, let me check the ladder. We'll start with Zerk versus No Sunrise.
This is the quarterfinals. So if you haven't
Yeah.
been following, we had the qualifiers during the week, and now it is time for the qualifiers. So
Yeah.
Not qualifiers, I mean the quarterfinals.
And if you want to look at the tournament ladder, you can see that in www.bat.org/32 in numbers 32. So you can see what's going on. And now let's see. We have Derek No Sunrise signed up. So let's see if everything works as it should. And then over to our commentary. And yes, here we go.
Oh, here we are.
Okay. That was some really interesting questions. I think I was the first one to make a guess. Nonetheless, I think the guys are starting with their characters. To check out what guys are actually is the same as we are seeing. Someone is saying ask goblins. I believe that would be No Sunrise.
I think No Sunrise is idle.
Well, who said ask goblins?
Where?
We have to get to the bottom of
yeah,
this.
yeah, that's him. I'm not sure why he's saying stuff. Well, he's probably in his own room.
Well, No Sunrise is what? Saying up to Nurgles. He's doing nothing.
I bet he has a script. Or should we assume a robot to do this?
What? Are you implying that No Sunrise and robots would have something to do with each other? I'm sorry, I can't say with this with a straight face, but yeah. Zerk seems to be building his character the old-fashioned way. Well, I'm not sure if he's typing very quickly or something.
This is going to be seriously unfair if No Sunrise has ready built characters he can like
We have
do
300
to oppose
seconds
whatever
left.
Zerk is building.
Doesn't matter. I don't know. I have my faith in Zerk. He can channel the rage like no one can, right? All hail Team Black. I don't know what that means.
I think that retarded what he's building. But
So let's see, what archetypes are they going for? No Sunrise apparently is unable to make a selection. He bolds for Team Satan, he says. Well, nonetheless, thanks, No Sunrise. Now we'll just have to start telling jokes about you. I saw the guy once. He's very tall and skinny.
I saw him yesterday.
Was he still tall
Yes.
and skinny? Oh, look, he selected an archetype.
Yeah.
I didn't know robot
He's a
was an
marauder
archetype.
with no skills nor spells.
So, well, seems like, wait, what is Zerk building?
I don't know, but he told me to fuck myself because I told his build is ridiculous.
Oh, well, who knows?
I think he's doing the exact build I did the only time I've ever fought in this arena.
Well, nonetheless, I think this year there's some... Oh, look, now something happened.
Spoilers!
No Sunrise has
Well, he's just going
typed
to...
very quickly.
100% hiking. What the hell are you doing?
That's just crazy. Nonetheless, this year I heard that there are some, well, I'm not sure if it's a surprise, but some new features. I think there's some power-ups which will, I don't know, spawn every now and then, here and there. I guess maybe I think someone explained it to me like you have to hang out there for maybe rounds or seconds. Like first you get hit points, then spell points, and if you hang out longer, you get even endurance points. I had to think that for a little.
Yeah, I have
just
no
call them
idea how this
PPs.
works. I'll have to see the first match before I can
Are they endurance
speculate
points?
further.
Could be something else. Oh man. So the archetypes are Rogue versus Marauder. I'm not sure what the Marauder is. What did you say?
Oh, what is he doing now? Spending the rest of his points somewhere.
Yep. So he has. This
He's
is
a
just
tank.
crazy. Are we going to see a melee bash? Well, I think last year someone actually did win the fight with the straight up melee. No, I didn't. But they even maybe didn't have any sensible skills or spells. They just forgot. If I learned something watching last year, it's that invisibility. Well, if you can't see invisibility, then you might be looking into trouble.
I wonder how well Iron Will works against Tiger Claw. I think we'll see soon enough because.
Someone maybe knows. I for sure don't.
Oh, they can buff before the fight starts.
And we're on. Are we? This 2-second heartbeat is really confusing. I didn't know. I'm so used to 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's too fast.
See combat. It looks pretty even. No Sunrise with the Marauder has a much higher hit point maximum at about 2,000. Well, was versus Cirque's Rogue started at 1,760.
Yeah, Cirque is not doing too hot for now, but hard to say he can land that Tiger Claw.
If Cirque can land a Tiger Claw, I think it, good things might happen for him. But for now, it just looks like, well,
looks very bad.
No Sunrise is on the win. He's good. You guys can see the hit points as well.
That's what happens when you put a fighter against the martial artist.
He managed to resist. Now, did No Sunrise cast an Iron Will at himself?
Yeah, he did before fight.
Okay, so much for that tactic.
So that might actually block the Tiger Claw pretty well.
It seems to be that it is doing good things for him. So,
well, there were some small stunts, but I think they were pretty much zero round or so.
So Cirque is unconscious. No Sunrise, slightly under 50% hit points. But I think this year, again, you can't use the same archetype. So maybe Cirque just wanted to get the Rogue out of the way. I think last year, all the winners were...
was it so that you can only pick one archetype once?
I think so. Last year, I think the Paladin or some Templar or whatever goody two-shoes fighter dude was the most, well...
Yeah, I remember that. Might have been a thing like... And Sorcerer was crap.
Nonetheless, congratulations, Mr. Roboto, for your No Sunrise for your victory. Good job. And I guess now we're off to see some trivia
I think we're
answers and new questions. So off to you, Gore, whenever you're ready. Now is a good time.
Yes. Okay, we're back, I think.
And we're on.
We were just talking about some random crap, so we maybe noticed that we're...
I made 2 guesses. I was too lazy to read back and see what the rules for the trivia are. I'm still seeing you are defeated and you are victorious on my screen. So I guess someone named Ula is going to be starting the next game, hopefully soon. Seems to be.
Maybe his bot is not working properly.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. I guess there hasn't been lots of chances to debug now. I wonder what this is using.
And here we are.
I think someone once said that if it's Python, I mean, if it's not Python, then it's not true AI. So I'm not sure. But I guess No Sunrise, as ancient as he is, I think he's maybe coding in PHP.
I wonder if Cirque took any lesson from like building the character gradually, because it kind of looked like that No Sunrise reacted to whatever Cirque built.
Could be.
Like Iron Will and Fighter kind of sounds like a Tiger Killer.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he has a few builds up his.
Well, Cirque just told me that no, he didn't learn his lesson.
Yeah, such is life.
And death.
And BatMUD. So, No Sunrise is making this again interesting to watch.
Yes, you guys are not making this very interesting, by the way.
Cirque is doing something.
If you're
He's looking at how to play this game. He purchased some points. Good job. Hit points is a good investment. I've heard that the number one cause of death in BatMUD is running out
in many
of hit
games.
Points. In most games. Though BatMUD is one of the few games where you can still survive at 0% hit points.
And negative.
Sometimes into negatives.
Especially if you're troll.
Oh, I think No Sunrise did something. Oh, yep.
Yeah, he typed Luke.
Good job. Observing your surroundings is a very crucial phase of any endeavor.
Yeah, there's not much happening. I think
what is going on? Cirque is building something.
Well, he's just taking some like no-brainer stuff for now.
His archetype is Paladin. No Sunrise has a disturbing wife. He trying to brag about his marriage, are we?
Yeah.
Guys,
I have a wife.
Woman. Mm-hmm. Well, who knows? Maybe in this day and age, he's married to his computer.
It looks like Cirque is not maybe taking his like primary skills yet. Maybe he has learned his lesson.
Well, let's see. I don't know. I mean, Cast Generic is a good one to build around. I mean, come on, why not?
This part of the game kind of would need an like change, so you can't really just idle there forever. And because if people just wait for 3 minutes and then paste in their character, then we're stuck like talking about other stuff here, which is of course horrible.
Luckily, we've played the game for a couple of years already, so I'm sure there's all good stories we can be telling about it. I recently came up. Well, I'm not sure if now.
But Nozzle's bot finally did something.
Yep, he got some skills. I see he has a little.
He's like pretty much the same as last match.
He is now the rogue type, or in some games it's called the rouge. Not sure what is the plan for Cirque.
I think his plan is to lose, but we'll find out.
Going for a pretty similar approach as Cirque did in last round, maybe with some
it looks pretty similar. Cirque is trying to.
But Ula said something.
Trying to study some offensive spells, it seems. So it might turn out a bit different. But 8 people just might help if you can like find a tiger claw.
I guess the thing is that you just have to build such a superior character that it doesn't matter what they snipe. See that there is a little investment into stats. That's always a good thing to have. Type stats, why not?
Okay, so Nozzle is ready to go. Cirque is finishing up.
Yep. Running low on points.
Two types.
And we're almost off. Match start in 60 seconds. So now they're in this pre-start phase where they can cast some prots on themselves or whatnot.
Yeah, because I don't know how this arena works. I wonder why people don't like study force absorption or so. Fabs.
I don't know. I think because you need the cast and then the mastery and everything, I guess you just have to invest too much points into this. So
Yeah, but it
spells are in
sounds
a way
like
tricky.
If you know the other guy is a melee, of course, then it should be
Yep.
good. But I don't know.
Also, I think from last year, I recall saying that they did changes to the mud pit, that it does do other checks besides just dexterity this year or something. Maybe it
Okay,
might
so
be
here they go.
And they're off. But Bladed
And-
Fury, what is this devil? You don't have Bladed Fury. Why are you using it?
Well, it seems there is a chance the Tiger Claw goes through Iron Will, but
You
hard to say
bash
how
no
well.
sunrise with your weapon quickly. Tora, tora, tora.
Yeah, damn,
would have
that's
hurt if it
pathetic
hit.
damage for Crush.
Okay, this is looking good for Cirque.
Yeah, it's
No
looking very
sunrise is
good.
going down quickly.
Like huge HP pool.
And he's down.
Yeah, that was fast.
This was a good play for Cirque, I think. Going with the Tora, Tora, Tora psychic crush,
The
as we
good
all
old-
know, it was a good choice. I think No Sunrise did have unstun or maybe something Iron Will, but there were no stuns
there
around.
was
It was
some
just
success
straight
with it, but
damage.
not enough. Because
I think
I
the
saw the
games are-
unstun get weaker at least.
I think it's one win each, so it goes to the third round. I think we're going to get another trivia question answer pair. Maybe answer first, then question, hopefully. You never know. It's Shinare. And
I don't actually know that.
I have no idea.
Question.
I'm guessing that No Sunrise is going to go for Paladin for next round. I have no idea what's going to be. Maybe Marauder is for Cirque. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. I'm done here. So, see you soon. And we're on. Hello again. That one is an exciting question. I mean, what is silver battlesuit made of?
Probably many materials.
I'm not surprised it was called SBS. Just so, well, such is life. Such is life. Are we building characters? No, not quite yet. Can you start the match, please,
Yeah.
Mr. Uleth? Uleth? Uleth?
Yeah, I don't think they're even in the
I don't know.
character building stage yet.
What would be the proper
But now
way
we
to
are.
mispronounce No Sunrise?
Miss
No Sunrise.
Nossu,
Cirque. Cirque. CRC.
Sir, Seer,
CRC.
Search.
CRC. Good job, Cirque, building a character.
Yeah,
Stats.
you're making the same mistake again, dude.
So the archetype seems to be robot versus sorcerer. Sounds like an anime.
I think if we're being, I wonder if we're being too evil with this robot stuff, or just the correct amount of evil.
I think I think there's just the correct amount. Hey, did you guys see there was this great Zinfinity orb appeared today. It was in swamps, and I think maybe I checked it again about 4 seconds later, and it was gone.
You talk about this like this is rare.
Such a rare occasion.
And No Sunrise was unidle right after it
I don't
hit
know.
Guy.
Could have been Dirtle as well. I think he has these. He has these quick hands as well. I'm not insinuating anything, of course. Okay. I always forget that we have this Twitch chat as well. So many places to look at.
So no one, neither of the players are really building anything yet. So
Yep. So I was about to say that I made this personal discovery. I have always considered myself to be one, well, not one of the good guys, but, not one of the dicks or the assholes in the game. Except I did realize that back in the day when we were killing Tiamat, and Tiamat has this fun thing that he will sometimes give you a globe, which is going to explode in your face. But there is a feature that you can throw the globe to someone. So like throw a globe to Huppu and it would throw it to Huppu. And then it would probably explode in his face. So once we were going there, and people usually have this set of commands that it will try to throw it to various people since it's, you don't really have the time to type the name. So you just hit your TG command and it throws it to some guy. And people had been lazy, so they copied mine. And not sure why, but I think I had Arnoldy there, and he was going through a player mode re-ink at the time. And a player mode re-ink is the kind that you don't get safe exp when you do your experience regains. You get it for real.
how much did he lose?
Unfortunately, I think he did. Someone did toss him a globe, and I think he died at least once, maybe twice of it. With, I'm not sure quite how much, but let's say a hefty amount of experience on. And there's this other time when I was throwing the globes to a blind guy. Warren is one of the BatMUDers. I'm not sure if he's fully blind or somewhat blind or something, but I was throwing globes to him. And of course, if you're not prepared, it's very unpleasant. So that was me, Warren, if you're seeing. Sorry
so
about
back
that.
to the match, maybe.
Yeah, let's get back to the match. So
Nosso is going with
Sorcerer
Marauder,
versus
and now
okay, yes, he finally
actually
did something. The invisible, good
I thought you
investment.
can't reuse the archetype you won with, but maybe
Yeah.
it was just last match.
Yeah, Mr. Ulath. I
Yeah,
thought you weren't supposed to be able to reuse it. Oh man, and here's Cirque stuck with the sorcerer now. He didn't know. Oh.
well, he has. He doesn't have much yet.
I don't know. I guess the proper way to play would be to sort of handcraft your artisan-like character, and then when you have like 5 seconds time, you wipe it and then
You lag for 5 seconds.
you wipe it and then you run your script, which will build something entirely different.
That sorcerer hope HP max is that's pretty scary low though.
Yep. It's not a lot.
It's going to be hard to work with.
I'm not sure what everything the archetype is getting. Maybe equipment.
I would
as
take
well.
a heal spell maybe too.
Yeah, we
Just
haven't seen a lot of
don't
heal
really remember
spells, so.
how many points you actually have. Get stuff with.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Oh, heal spells are too slow, he tells Huppu. Well, that's one way to communicate.
And there are so many communications channels like open all the time now. So if someone is trying to reach me,
Mubier is
I
saying
probably
that
won't
you're
notice
not
it.
sorry. Well, I'm a little bit sorry. Maybe. The official explanation. Oh, Cirque is running out of points. No Sunrise is just sitting there waiting. His script is complete.
That Cirque's dude looks like kind of the previous guy, except
And
probably
he's ready.
worse because the HP max is just
He's ready.
horrible. Hard to say if that extra intelligence and shit will actually help.
I have no idea. Maybe. Well, might boost his damage. I don't think that at
We're
least.
to buffing stage.
Nox and Rose did take some resists. I don't think they might be helping him versus these blasts. Some interesting
Cirque
selections
took
for
Flex
Cirque.
Shield too. That might
This will
actually
be
help
an
quite a bit.
interesting play. Yep.
Just so hard to say how far that
It might be
1.3k
might be to a lucky stun
HP
or
takes.
lucky crit, except maybe not. Maybe
But I
the
think last
stuns
time
won't
someone
work.
won with I think it was Paladin or something that just drew heal throughout the match and kind of won with that.
Yeah, maybe.
So at least one match.
Could be something like that. Let's see how it goes. Cirque is having some prots. He should be having a good blast type. At least he's
That's
evening
gonna
the
take
playing
so
field.
many
But
acid blasts to get through those HP.
yep, he's not shooting that hard though.
That doesn't look good at all. At the
And their
moment.
spell breaks.
Looks horribly bad.
Bladed Fury. Oh man,
And the hit
clever
points
play,
are
but
so
doesn't
gone.
look quite. Nope. Oh, looks like it's
I
going to be
wonder
Notion Rise again.
how much fire damage those weapons actually do. Like, is that Fabs even very useful?
Yeah,
But yeah,
could be.
that was a massacre.
I'm
Horrible.
seeing quite a lot of
Cirque
fire
suck.
messages, so that would be
I was
Notion
rooting
Rise.
for you, and this is what
Congratulations,
you give
Notion
me.
Rise.
And congratulations, Mr. Notion Rise.
You're off to round 2.
Yeah,
round 3.
The first player to reach that.
What's the real? Oh, wrong mouse. What's the real name? You're off to semifinals. Good job.
Gore is taking us off there. So
and see you again soon.
See you after a cigarette.
Yeah. All right. So that concludes our first fight of today. And it seems we know Sunrise was victorious. But luckily it wasn't 2-0. So we had some good fighting here on. Now looking at the ladder, so the first one of the quarterfinals is now done. The next fight will be between Deathseeker and Fallis. But let's have a few trivia answers and questions, and then we had the first player clip of this evening as well. So take it away, Gore. Yes, stuff.
Hello and greetings from the north. My name is Torvor and I live in the village of Ivalo in the commune of Inari, which is the largest and most beautiful commune in whole Finland. I used to live in southern Finland in the big city of Tampere, but when the pandemic hit the world and Finland, then I decided to make my dream come true and move with my wife here to Lapland. At the moment, I'm at Lake Inari, which is the largest wilderness lake in whole Europe. And in my opinion, it's the most beautiful place in Finland. I often come here both in summer and winter. There are many fjälls and many nice areas elsewhere. Even nearby, here everything within a few hundred kilometers is nearby. In BatMUD, my favorite area, you wouldn't guess, it's Taiga, which is coded by Dino. I really like that area. It was my best place to go exping when I was still a newbie. I like that BatMUD has got several areas that have got really nice feeling of their own that they are different from others. Some wishes about BatMUD. 2 events I would like to have. One would be an arena event that would be more controlled than the current bloodbath, and it would be 1-on-1 and then going to the semifinals and finals. And the other event that I would like to see would be Texas Hold'em Poker tournament. It would be nice to be playing against others, an event where even the newbies could play against the high bees and even wizards. I'm grateful for all the wizards and especially Arc Wizards. The game is very well balanced and it's fun to play. I wish everyone everywhere a really nice BatMUD's anniversary, and if you ever find some time and opportunity to come here to the Northern Lapland, let me know. Maybe we could meet and I could show you some wild nature here. Bye bye.
Right. So that concludes the first match pair, and we're eagerly waiting for the next one. So next up we have Farlis against Death Seeker. Let's see how it goes. But I guess you're all eager to see the match. So over to Uppu and Glaurung again. See what happens.
So,
Hello.
I guess
And I'm
guess
here. That was a
Death
long
Seeker's
break.
in. I guess he's in some sort of a blizzard situation. High winds, lots of snow.
You mean playing World of Warcraft?
Could be that. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just going to let you in on a little secret. For a moment there, it looked like he wasn't going to make it. So guess who was the backup?
Yeah,
Luckily for me, he came back because I have no idea how he played the arena.
Yeah, that would have been a disaster.
I would have probably beaten everyone in the smack talk phase, but in the actual,
I hope I'm
walk
observing
phase,
these players
I would
right.
have gotten my rear end handed to me on a platter. So let's see, Mr. Death Seeker.
Yeah, we're seeing a sorcerer versus a paladin.
For now, I'm going to bet on
How
the
are you
paladin.
supposed to pronounce sorcerer anyway?
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
I think it's like, that Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
The Worcestershire sauce, which is pronounced like Worcester.
Or Leicester.
So I think it's
Leicester.
pronounced like sore or sure.
Anyway, these guys are not cheating like last time. At least not that much.
Well, it's not cheating. Let's say it's
they're like building gradually here.
That's an interesting ploy for the sorcerer. I'm not sure how Reflector Shield works versus melee damage.
Yeah, especially now that the opponent opponent knows it.
Doesn't matter. Let's see. How does this go? We don't have any points. Farless is ready.
Cirque is whining here because he thinks the rules cheated him. Because
Yep.
he lost to Marauder twice.
Yep.
So it's Ulat's fault. He's the man to blame. Send him tells.
Or just blame Merc. He's not here, right? Dirk says he's not whining.
Yeah.
He's
First
like,
you
"Look like
whine
a
and then you
bitch."
just say you're not whining. So it's all good.
Well, now that Cirque is ready, I guess we can then talk about that Seeker's character. He seems to have some stats, strength, wisdom,
So it looks
minor
like
heal, Iron Will,
yeah, it looks like Death Seeker is trying to
defense.
go with the healing route. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe he was listening. Paladin and just win by healing. Who
Yeah,
knows?
hit points and healing. It might work. We'll see.
Might work.
Or doesn't have the hit points maybe to
Well, it
just
does
sit
have
there.
some stun maneuvers. Let's say I don't really have faith in stun maneuvers. I've played the game before.
Dude, why are you taking tumbling attack against a sorcerer?
I don't know.
Let's just call them Sorku.
Sorku. No. I think it's like the sauce is pronounced Sir. Paladin versus Sir.
Sure. Oh, that works.
Well,
I'm going to say that Death Seeker will win this, but we'll see. Because I just don't see how those hit points will
Farless has
work
no
against
defensive
constant healing.
skills outside of stun maneuvers. So he's probably not going to get the spell in because there's the melee. He's just, I don't know. Death Seeker has some attack. He's probably going to hit pretty well. Probably Paladin has better weapons, so he's going to hit and it's going to hurt, and he isn't going to. And Farless isn't going to get
just going to heal
out.
through that crush. I think this will be a.
Farless
Really
does
like
have
a
a reflector
massacre.
shield, which is interesting, and psychic crush, but he has no way to combat stun, and neither of them are prepared for invisibility.
I'm not also not sure if that reflector shield is going to do anything if you don't.
Yeah, I don't know how reflector shield.
We'll see. We'll see. I guess.
If it works as well as it does in the regular game, then well, maybe it's not that great. We will see. So far, it looks like Death Seeker has twice the amount of hit points as Farless has.
Yeah, that's a horrible big difference.
And hefty investment in stun skill. Okay. He's sure taking his time building his character. Ooh, bash for the win. Yep. I'm pretty sure Death Seeker is going to win this round.
It's refunding Bash.
Why no Bash? Why you hate Bash? He's going for Emox.
Well, I think he's going to be spamming that minor heal, so he doesn't need an offensive skill. Or that's my guess, at least.
Tim Callahan in there. I think that would be Mr. Roskop.
That is. Under a fake name.
Yep. Trying to be clever, isn't he?
Yeah. An old meme before memes were a thing.
I'm not saying that Cirque is whining, not at all. He was just stating the fact that there was some ambiguity maybe in the rules or how they were enforced, and it looks like there's going to be a rematch. Hopefully, after having this best out of 3 for Death Seeker versus Farless, there's going to be maybe
maybe Cirque's whining
again.
did help.
I'm not
or was
saying
it all
that,
of you on the mud side selling Yulath angry tells?
I have no idea who was giving angry tells, but
this character creation phase takes too long. I'm already bored.
Yeah, that's the problem with the kids of today, like Hoopo.
Yeah.
If there's nothing fun happening in 15
if something
seconds,
doesn't happen in 2
seconds,
seconds,
over.
Oh, that's horrible.
Well,
that's a lot of hit points on that
left,
paladin.
so let's
that's
see.
A lot of hit points. Okay, the guys were starting. So the
Ulat
prot
is
spells
saying
go
that
up.
he can't enforce the rule by blocking it. He can only enforce the rule by promising penalties.
And here we go.
And they're off. Let's see how long.
I think Death Seeker will just
greater haste
win this.
And up. Didn't hit.
But the guys don't find each other.
Let's see how it goes. Oh man, I hope Farless gets a psychic crush out.
Well,
Claimable power up. Are you claiming the power-up? Did you claim something? See,
Okay, well, we're fighting.
So Paladins seem to be, their items seem to be hitting cold. Marauders were, or was it Rogue, which was fire?
Marauder, I think, was fire, maybe.
Farless is going down. It
Yeah,
looks like
that looks
Yep.
like horrible.
Trying to get a
bad.
psychic crush.
It just doesn't work against what 2.6k HP,
Yeah, that's a
That's
hefty
a lot.
amount of
and he's
hefty amount
also
of hit
healing
points.
himself, so it's
And
really hard
well,
to get
he's-
through that.
Well, he's down to one. Oh,
Well, half hit points lost. That's something. And
not too bad, Farless, but man, you were up out of your head.
outplayed.
Yep, or outbuilt, I dare say. Okay, I guess there's going to be more trivia questions and answers, and on to the next fight.
Yeah, I think we're out. Maybe
Hopefully.
sometime.
Are we out?
Gore.
Can I take my pants off? And we're back. Let's see how it goes this time.
Yeah, that last match was pretty
Well, let's
horrible.
say that. Let's
And
just put
it was one of the few that was easy to forecast how it'll end.
no real
So
surprises
usually it's
there.
hard.
No real surprises. That's the fun in BatMUD. You can just sort of focus fire on that. I want these spells. I want these. You have some ideas, but then you're like, yeah, but what about all this other stuff like regular melee? Maybe some dodge, maybe some parry would always help a little. Well, maybe parry, dodge might help a little. Maybe some defense sense. I didn't know how much avoid effects and everything.
Or bring me a beer. Or someone.
I think Gore's a
Oh.
bit busy with the stream. Maybe you'll have to make some other Arc Wizard your bitch.
Okay, and we're about to go to the
And they've sent up.
next match. Or
And
to
they
the
will
character
start
building
hopefully
stage at least.
building their characters. Now we just need to make sure that we get Deathseeker, catch him red-handed cheating or something, and by punishment they force rank him out of Ents so that
Yeah,
the
that
leadership
would be
will be
great.
up for grabs.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Of course, in flower bat, so to speak. Let's see, Marauder versus Marauder. Hey, it would be great if the guys would make the exact same builds.
Yeah, then we just look at the hit points going down. And that's actually what's going to happen here.
Victory by
Because
critical.
I'm not quite sure how interesting you can make a Marauder.
Attack versus Bladed Fury. Well, the Bladed Fury is not bad. I mean, people always give shit about Rangers, but Bladed Fury does hit the weapons damage types, and they have the whatever it is. Hey, Gore, if you're fetching beers, get me one as well. Please.
What do you want?
Anything. As long as it's a
Not
beer.
too particular. Alcohol.
Oh, man. Upu just sent Gore a tell that, hey, fetch us beers, and he actually appears to be doing it. I was so sure that it's not going to happen. Maybe because we're online, we'll probably get removed after midnight. He brought me a cock.
Cock.
We got a cock too. He cocked us.
Nice, thanks.
Thanks, Gore. That was awesome.
So this will be the most boring match this far because neither of the guys is going to actually do anything. They'll just stand there, spamming their skills and
stand there and wait. Let's see.
well, of course, all matches are like that, but
there's some attacks, some
Marauder
stuns,
versus
some
Marauder
defenses.
just sounds
Ooh,
boring.
endurance skill. But what are you going to do with your endurance skill if you're not going to take any, offensive skills to use? Well, let's see. Maybe the
He's biding his time. He's biding his time.
So let's see. Farless has invested into melee skills and Bladed Fury. Unstun. I don't think he's going to get that unstun. There seems to be no cast generic. There seems to be... Or is he now investing? Oh, there's some now. There's cast help and cast special. Is unstun a cast special? Why would you have cast help and cast special? What are you planning on? Maybe there's something I'm not aware of. And if we're speaking of BatMUD, that's quite a certainty.
Does lure actually work? Like, do you have kind of
I don't
reputation
know.
here? Or
maybe you can lure a player once. I think lure works quite well with stats and whatnot. I have no idea if it's going to work in this.
I also have no idea how many stats these guys actually
Doesn't
have.
matter. Doesn't matter. Good old melee bash.
And I don't think the skills work exactly on the same rules as on the normal server. So,
well, the
hard
player
to say.
stats are not. I mean, I'm not sure if the stats we're seeing, if they're,
But it probably doesn't matter because I think many of the basic rules are tweaked a bit, but I'm not quite sure.
I mean, if it says like you have 150 dexterity, is it like you have some basic plus 150, or is it?
But I think they start from 80,
150?
so it would make sense that that's the number you actually have. Because before you put any points in, you have 80, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So guys, if you're listening to the stream and you're actually building your character, it would be great if you could try to type score once you after.
Yeah,
well,
someone
not
type
maybe
score
now,
so we see what it looks like.
Yep.
Either of you guys, please.
So Farless, are you listening? Type score.
Please. Okay, thank you, that seeker. So
Okay,
it says strength.
Strength is 200, and he has
And
invested
strength is
200.
200,
Okay,
yeah.
wow, there are exactly the stats they put in them.
Oh, imagine that.
Good to know. Oh, look, the guys have experience bonus pool.
That's useful.
Would be fun if you could level up after victory.
And we're on.
And they're off. Let's see how it goes.
There's going to be Bash from the other side and Bladed Fury and Lure from the other, I guess.
Yep.
So I wonder how well that Lure works.
Quite clever of Death Seeker. I mean, interesting combination. You get 50 Bash. Okay, Bash is fine.
They actually have exactly the same maximum HP to the guys.
But then you take Endurance so that you can save EPs on your Bash. I mean, you have 480 of them.
I kind of missed that. Did the Lure hit yet? If it did, it didn't have a huge effect, at least.
I don't know.
But Farless is winning by a wide margin at the moment.
Ooh, he scores a crit. Good job.
Oh, that hurt.
Crits help here.
So
what did Farless get?
almost double HP at Farless at the
Enhanced
moment.
critical 60.
It
Did
looks
he get
like
5
Death
weakness?
Seeker will get the opportunity
It
to
might
go
be down to
enjoy
a
his
crit.
Blizzard. But it's
Both
not
going
yet
down.
done. It's not yet done.
Run,
There's
Death
low
Seeker,
HP on
run.
both of them.
Don't give up. Run.
Yeah. Don't be
There's
stupid.
disclaimable
Don't
power-ups.
just stand there and die,
man.
dude.
It happens.
Yeah, so
I
the
think
guy with
this
no
was the
internet
closest
lost
match
this one.
we have seen all evening, but it hasn't been a very long evening yet.
This was actually pretty close. One like a stun or crit might have changed the outcome.
Nonetheless, 1-1. If I have learned anything, I guess we're going for one of Shinare's cool questions. I almost said silly questions, but
wait a minute.
I
Was
didn't,
this the
Shinare.
second
I
fight
said cool question.
or third fight?
Answer and question, and then for the deciding round. Are we online? God
Yes,
damn
we
it.
are.
Gore, make us go away. Well,
Oh, okay. We're
fun
back.
question, Shinari. I mean, the content is so old; it's older than my kids, right? Wait, that actually makes sense.
Everything is older than your
I
kids.
thought I was being silly. I'm sorry, I wasn't. So, Death Seeker versus Farless, round 3.
Yeah, I actually saw on
Deciding.
last match that it was the third one. I was confused there. So, yeah, Death Seeker is not out.
People being confused is probably
Yeah.
not a new thing for anyone.
It happens. It's been known to happen from time to time. I'm
There's
not even
no
drunk
skill
yet,
called martial arts
but
available.
I'm working
Mr.
on fixing
Rogue.
that.
Rogue. Hey, this is pretty
yeah,
fun.
interesting. Or I'm not sure it's interesting, but at least something new. So we'll kind of
Maybe they will both be hiding and trying to
like what
sneak.
else can a rogue build in this arena mode except Tiger Claw?
Yep.
Like, is there what else is there?
Juggalo, take off your pants. What?
Ei täällä ole juggeloita.
Juggalo is not here.
Lol.
So let's see. We have endurance again.
Why
Or
do you
Death
take
Seeker.
endurance? Like, no one has been out of EP this far.
Oh, Death Seeker, do you feel we have been running out of EPs? Endurance points. Tiger Claw, Unstunned, that seems like a solid combination. Some enhanced criticals. Iron Palm, I'm not sure if you really are I mean, you have, looks like Farley has 848 spell points. I'm not quite sure if he's going to run out of spell points. So, well, maybe the Iron Palm is a good like backup, but I wouldn't maybe invest quite that much into it.
Yeah, I'm like kind of don't want to say what Death Seeker is building here because
I'm not sure
it's
if
going to be
either,
screen sniping, but it really doesn't
I'm
matter.
not sure if either of them can listen to me.
Yeah, I don't know if they're listening anyway. But it seems that
Who knows?
that Death Seeker is going to be healing a bit as a rogue, so we'll see how that goes.
A healing rogue.
Interesting. Kind of.
Well, who knows? Might work.
He doesn't have martial arts, though. Does a rogue have weapons here?
If I was Farless, I would maybe invest something into dexterity to get that Tiger Claw working a bit better.
Doesn't matter much.
It
Normal
does.
side.
Once at Origo, I tried the Tiger Claw, dude. Not at Origo, but the Dragon Whelps it spawns. And once I had all the dex boosts I could get available, I did get some of them stunned. Sometimes I had really shitty reputation, but without the dex, high
Why
dex,
did you have Tiger
it
Claw at
didn't
Origo?
work. Pardon?
Why did you have Tiger Claw at Origo?
It felt like an interesting test at the time.
Yeah, but I mean, what guild were you?
Spider, some priests for out of hate. I can't remember. Reavers, maybe? No tigers? I can't remember what
that's
the
weird.
combination was.
Well,
but
if it works, it works.
anyway, we wanted to try it. Maybe if I'd have been grinding the Tiger Claw reputation for years, maybe it would have been better. But
So we just got a memo that Cirque and Nose and
Farless
Rise
is
are
ready.
back to.
Let's see what he managed to build.
Cirque and Nose and Rise will actually rematch their last match because that was against the rules.
And he's running out. Death Seeker's
And
running
it's
well
probably
on
going to happen
points.
after this match.
Healing, Iron Will, and the other guy has Tiger Claw, Iron Will. I don't know.
Well,
Somehow it's a bit boring that you have these things you have to have. It's most cases if you have Iron Will, you're pretty well off. If you don't, well, you might get hurt by stuns or Tiger Claws and whatnot.
yeah, Death Seekers were going with the hit points and healing, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, the hit point difference isn't that huge. 300. That's maybe just like one crit away.
Yeah, but it is just some buffer to use them heals more.
Hey, if either of you are listening, please type EQ. I want to see what you have.
Hey, that's a good idea.
I'm trying
Except
to
now
type
the
the
guys are
tell.
fighting, I don't think they have time for it. But maybe we'll make Cirque do it later or something.
Yeah, we can do that. He seems to be listening.
Or maybe we can ask
There-
some friendly
what? Your
arc wizard to
equipment,
force
nothing.
commands on those guys.
Rogues have nothing.
Rogues are naked,
Nice.
like me from the waist down.
Naked wrestling. Claimable power-up. They don't seem to be claiming these power-ups.
So there is a fight going on that we should, I think, cover. But they are not doing any damage, these guys.
They aren't doing anything.
Yeah.
Why is Death Seeker claiming about Juggalo and his
Yeah, Death
pants?
Seeker has something against Yugel's pants, but
Why do you
not quite
hate
sure
pants,
why.
Mr. Seeker?
This looks like Deathseeker will actually take this
There's a
match
crit.
because he has SP to heal and Farless is kind of but yeah, there's
Farless
this AP pull to go Iron Palm with still.
Yeah, that's true. Iron Palm is a well.
Well, this is the first time I see people like run away from a match.
Why not? I mean, that would be a good time to go look for those claimable power-ups. I think you can get more
Yeah, I
SPs,
think
more HPs, and
Farless might
whatnot.
have done that. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
I guess there's full chances making this last much longer. So
Deathseeker
Deathseeker is low on SPs.
out of SP now
What did
or
he
soon,
have?
and
He
he doesn't
has
actually have any
minor
offensive skill
heal.
to use, so Deathseeker can't do anything anymore. But
Yep. But Farless is taking a beating. Man, this is a close one. It's down to one
Deathseeker
crit
will
or
lose.
something.
Yeah, it's going to be a loss.
Farless
that was a
wins.
close one.
Nice.
Closest this far.
Victory by
less than
Iron Palm.
10% HP left on the winner. That's
Victory
first.
by Iron Palm. That's just crazy. Cirque is
Yeah, they're running
sending
out
us
of
tells about the
resources.
equipment. Nonetheless, Cirque, when you have your rematch, please type EQ so we can see what you have, at least once you're in the build-up phase or whatever.
It's not like normal BatMUD PvP because you actually can and do run out of resources here. Like
Yeah,
both of the guys run out of SP here.
I recall that once.
And the Iron Palm wasn't a bad idea because that actually won Farless the match.
Yep. It's true. It's true. I'm not sure what's happening now because we're off the script already. So
yeah, I have no idea if you're going to take the fight now or soon.
I don't know. I guess they'll just cut off at some point.
Okay, I think we're back.
Yeah, we're back. So that concludes our match between Farless and Deathseeker, which was fun to watch, to be honest. Now we have a bit of a problem with the match between Northern Rise and Cirque. So the instructions say that you cannot win twice the same bout with the same archetype. And what happened was that maybe the instructions were unclear, but Northern Rise won twice with Marauder. So what's going to happen now is we're going to retake the last match between Northern Rise and Cirque and keep things honest for everyone. And let me try to rephrase this one more time in one different way. So whenever you win with a certain archetype in a bout, so a set of three, you cannot use the same archetype again. So it doesn't matter if you lose in between with something else, you still can't reuse something you already won with once. All right, so then let's take a peek at the ladder. So next up we'll have the Cirque Northern Rise rematch. Then we'll watch some player videos again, and then we go for Nepos and for Easy. And go with the retake. Let's hope the guys are back. So back to you, Juan Claro.
Wow, that's
Seems
an
we're
interesting
back.
question. Upu, do you know any of the mage spell regions?
No.
I know Fur Triangle is something, but I think that's just one of
I
those
remember seeing them often,
wizard inside jokes.
but I think I gagged them ages ago too, so I don't really see them
That's the
anymore.
only way to play it, right?
Gag everything.
Gag everything, right? I've heard there's some non-dude who is like known for gagging everything. Okay, so
Marauder
Cirque versus No
versus
Sunrise.
Robot.
Not yet selected versus not yet selected. Nice to see that they're enforcing the rules. Well, taking a rematch. Let's see how this goes. So we see as Cirque artisanally handcrafts his character, and No Sunrise will just smack talk shit, and then just and his script is done.
It seems Cirque is not being absolutely silly either this time.
Absolutely
he
silly.
doesn't maybe make it easy to counter him. Maybe. We'll see.
Well, someone is telling me I should drink to a nun. I've tried it. It was not very successful.
Oh, I love holy bolting everything.
I don't
By
know.
everything, I mean OCP.
There's something about nuns which just rubs me the wrong way.
Oh, I would love to rub some
Currently,
nuns
I'm
the wrong way.
playing the triads, the evil priests. I don't know why, but bowling for Team Satan sort of works better.
But they're
for
not
me.
Satan.
Doesn't matter. They have all the bad guys.
So this is kind of boring to narrate how the character building is going because it's not. Oh,
Well,
wait a minute! I forgot to
it
update my
doesn't matter.
aliases too.
So let's commentate. Currently, it looks like No Sunrise has invested in nothing. No Sunrise, if you're listening, you are going to lose this way. I was about to say young man,
No,
but
so
old
you're
man.
going against a dude who has constitution.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to out-constitution the constitutioner.
Out-constitute him.
Sorcerer, oh, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, sorcerer is shit. Sorry, dude.
I'm sorry. Marauder versus Sorcerer.
Yeah, that's
Let's see what you pick. Quick Chant is a good one.
that's a
generic,
winner.
Not
Quick
bad,
chant
not
and cast
bad.
generic. You're doing it.
I wonder if they have the skill in this server which helps against spell breaks, whatever it is.
People?
Do they have rune mages in here? Imagine
No.
how much fun it would be that you could try to, during a match, do some rune research so that in the tournament you could play a rune mage because they don't get spell breaks from, well, stuns, yes, but not
That
the
would
regular
actually
ones.
probably be useful here.
That'd be fun. So there's some investment into a spell for No Sunrise. 2 spells. Good job. Somehow it's a bit boring that stuns are quite easily negated by Iron Will.
Yeah, I think they should take Iron Will out of here and
But if you want to negate,
and maybe change the Tiger Claw somehow a bit, so it's more like interrupting and less stunning.
yeah, who knows?
Because
Maybe.
it's just so boring that Iron Will seems to counter it pretty well.
Yep.
Maybe.
Seems to.
But actually, I don't know how well it counters it. So
I'm not sure if it's 100%. But who knows? I don't know. I think it might help versus all sort of stuns. I'm not sure.
I'm also played Psy a bit, and I actually don't remember or know if Iron Will helps much against Paralyze. Probably does, but I'm not
quite
sure.
Maybe, maybe not. Well, we might see, but it's probably going to scroll off the screen too fast, so maybe we won't catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, these 2 heartbeat cycles is so quick for an old guy. Young man. Oh, maybe they're soon done building their characters. I see investment into.
Yeah, I think Cirque
Intelligence?
should be about done at least.
Cirque
But
has a pretty steady, pretty even spray. What am I talking
Huh?
about?
Cirque
Cirque
is
is spraying
spreading.
stats all over the place. I'm sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying.
It's fine. It's fine.
As a spoiler
as
to
long
you
as
all,
someone says something, it's all good.
as a spoiler to everyone watching and suffering with me and Hoopo, there's going to be a video for a few minutes probably after this
You're
round.
gonna get a
So
break from us, and
I get a break, Hoopo gets a break, and you too get the little break from
I
us.
get my smoke. That's gonna be great.
I was about to say that it's a good time to run to the fridge and grab something cold or something, but I don't know. Why would I say that? It's probably want to do that right now and then enjoy the video.
So, Cirque, when you get
Cirque
to the
is ready.
fight, can you like? I know. Never
What do
mind.
you want? Score and EQ?
Yeah, we have them. So there's some axes, and
A
I think they
sharp
do fire damage.
black-bladed
I'm not
battle
quite sure.
axe. I wonder how those sharp black-bladed battle axes compare and everything.
Yeah, we need a way to smuggle those to normal bat sites somehow.
Are they like sky splitters or something cool? Imagine
Sky
playing
Splitters are actually probably pretty shit by today's standards, except they would be supremely cool.
I think they still hit pretty hard.
They hit hard and they have plus 25 strength, but
Yeah, I mean the plus
but
25
but
strength.
I think Paingiver is just better.
I don't know. We'll have to get Gore drunk and have him. Well, that's maybe not that easy.
What?
Like any plan involving an arc wizard starts with first you get them drunk.
Yeah, and then you fail with your plan because they just never work.
Yeah.
The
Those
guys are
bastards.
about to start the fight, I think.
Okay, they're
So the
done
buffs
protting.
are going up.
They're done building. They're up to protting.
Yeah,
ooh,
Iron Will is up, AOA going up.
Armor of alcohol.
Yes, that's the official name.
Now, I'm afraid No Sunrise has maybe made a little bit mistake because the Marauder type is hitting fire with his axes.
But it's still going to take probably some of the damage.
They're sort of waiting and chaining. And it's on. You spank Cirque, making small scratches.
Doesn't look too bad for
the power-ups. Oh, Cirque is using a power-up. Nice. So what did it do? He gained 120 hit points from the power-up.
To be honest.
Well, I mean, I think there's some of them around here, so it's not too bad. I mean, but if you have over 2,000, 120 isn't that much.
It doesn't really look very good for Cirque at the moment. Not quite sure why. It's almost like he's not hitting as hard as he should.
Well, he's not hitting as hard as we
so
would
the
assume.
paralyze was there, and it lasted for a round. Oh, yay!
Yeah, that's pretty useless.
But it's pretty even this far. And plenty of resources left on both, so it's not gonna like.
I am surprised.
End it.
I was sure No Sunrise.
And it's actually at the moment it's looking good for Cirque because half of Nosso's hit points are gone. So.
Yep.
And Cirque has like 2/3.
I think there was escaping combat was not quite easy. There's a special skill to it, and it takes a couple of rounds or something.
And he took some hit points again from a
another power-up. Good job, Cirque.
Now this is starting to look really bad for Cirque. Sorry,
nice. Not bad at all. Now, I guess the Cirque is actually the favorite to win, or with about 3 million gold has been invested in his victory betting, and he won.
This is more like it. Last time you lost, I told you let me down, but this was okay.
Good job, Cirque. But I have to admit...
So No Sunrise was beaten by rules, basically.
Sort of. But he did play quite well on the Sorcerer. I mean, I assumed he would be going down much quicker, but nonetheless.
That was a
good match, guys, and we're off to the clips, I think.
Maybe. We're gone? Are we?
Maybe soon.
Go.
it's Daryl and Blowy. We want to wish BatMUD a very happy birthday, but we also have something a bit more serious to discuss. I wish I had something more uplifting for the occasion, but I consider this to be so important that I want to use this moment in time to raise awareness in order to help someone who's very dear to me. This is my friend Stanley Ding from Cincinnati, Ohio. His parents came from Taiwan to search for better life. America, as you know, is a land of career opportunities. Even Stan has 4 jobs. Soon, he will also have access to the public healthcare system because he's planning on moving to Canada. But right now, this dream is in shambles because of a heinous crime called identity theft. To protect himself, the word Mr. Ding has cancelled all his subscriptions and has given away all his credit cards. He even gave away his Disney Plus account that was frozen, but in his mind, he can't let it go. This all began years ago when Eminem and Dido decided to make a music video called Stan, inspired by Mr. Ding's life. And if you don't believe me, I have in my hand a paper that seemingly contains the lyrics of that song. I'm going to pretend I'm reading this so you'll understand what I mean. My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Classic Stan. This is an excerpt from his life. He doesn't know anything about tea. He's not English. He doesn't even know this tea because he doesn't live on Long Island. Anyway, as you all know, Eminem's music video was a hit. Everyone had seen it. Well, I hadn't because rap isn't really my cup of tea, but something more sinister than tea was already brewing out there, behind the scenes, and it would take years before he would finally learn the truth. Last September, when innocent football-loving Stan was getting ready for the game featuring Joe Burrow and the Bengals, little did he know that the ordinary day was about to become a manic Monday, and that his life had been taken away from him by a man who had committed the same wild crime so many times before. The culprit is none other than this man. Elton John, Reginald Dwight. Nobody knows what his real name is, but my good friend Stan is his latest victim. We need to show Stan that he is not alone in this. Together, we have to stop this madness, but right now the situation is bleak. Nobody believes him, so Elton John even had the audacity to make a song about him. And that is why, even today, I'm Still Standing is one of the most played songs on Spotify. And it truly breaks my heart.
All right. So here we have our ladder. So we're seeing five, yeah, moving up semifinals. Next up, we have Nepos versus Croesus. And then the last one of the quarterfinals, that would be Botched against Voluka. And all right, so let's get going. So let's move back to Huppu and Glauron, and let's see if you guys are ready to rumble.
No problem.
So
Olav.
there's gonna be a fight, I think.
Huppu got back from his cigarette break. There was even a few seconds to spare.
Nepos
versus Nepos.
Croesus. Crosshair.
I think that's also pronounced Worcester.
I think it's
Worcester.
pronounced Crosshair.
Nepos. 400 seconds left.
Ah, that's forever. I think to make this competitive aspect of this game better, it would be better if we wouldn't see this character building at all, and it would be a bit shorter.
Also seems to have invested some time into a script. He typed score. Looking good. Excellent. Thank you, Crosses. Thank you, Kretchach. Your race has no leader. You should try to find the shrine and go claim the leadership bonus.
Yeah, the gladiator.
What? Nepos is really thinking outside the box, is he? No, he's not. There's just some... Oh, the paladin has Mastery of Runic Sigla. Mastery of Medicine.
What
Mastery of Assistance.
are those like? What the fuck are you doing?
Why are Nepos bunny hopping around like crazy?
Did your robot malfunction or something there?
Nonetheless,
Oh
guys
yeah,
are-
it's just spamming so the other guy doesn't see what he took.
Oh,
But don't worry, we'll tell him
he's
what you
clever.
took.
So what did he take? He took a ton of things. Wow.
That's actually pretty clever.
Understand? I don't know. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Quite clever. What is he playing? The archetype of Paladin. Paladin versus Marauder. Well, based on this, I'm not quite sure how it's gonna go.
So it looks like Croissant is pretty much the standard Marauder. I'm not quite sure how many ways you can really build that.
Well, I mean, you have a 2-axis. What you're gonna do?
I think that
Crosses. Hitman-wise, Kretchach has a little advantage.
I think we should ban Nepos from the match because he's spamming.
So clever, bunny hopping around.
He has a lot of spells, Nepos guy.
Hefty amount of spell
It's almost like
points.
he's planned this in advance.
Yeah, Nepos, have you planned this in advance?
Unfair.
Mr. Olaf, is planning in advance considered fair? Is it punishable offense?
Everything is a punishable
I
offense.
seem to be running
Help
out of
Arc
points.
Wizards are
There's
always
2
right.
left. Come on, take cast harm or something. Okay, fine. Bash for 2 points. Why not? 24 points remaining for Nepos. There's a lot you can do with that.
That's a lot of defensive spells on Nepos.
But I mean, he has a lot of stuff, but they're very low percentages. I'm not sure if he's going to get them casted. And he does have a very high spell point max, but he's going to need to try to get them all casted. I think,
Yeah, it's gonna also eat into that spell point
I think all the,
amount to put all those
I
protection
think all
spells
the
up.
spells you cast are going to somehow, I mean, the preparation phase is going to eat out of the combat phase. But who knows? If he gets that Shadow Armor in, I think it's going to be a good help. Shadow Armor is great. Boosts your protections for all types by tremendous amounts.
Just no real idea how well that works for fire damage.
Well, like a
But we
drunken
don't know,
wizard
we don't
once
know what the
said,
percentage fire damage is
like
anyway.
some drunken wizard once said, that prots help very well versus type damages and not quite as well versus physical, or at least it caps earlier versus physical.
Yeah, one drunk wizard once maybe said something like that.
No, now you can't say one semi-drunk mortal said a drunk wizard said it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
rumor
even
goes
drunk
that
yet.
for physical prots cap at halfway to ungodly.
So,
Some drunk wizard might
some
have
good
said that
prodding
someday.
going on. Whereas, concentrate on pain threshold.
So the guys are prodding. Nepos
Well,
is using his spell points here.
again, people are not thinking sort of in the box. I mean,
Did Nepos notice that his iron will failed?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, I mean, you have pain threshold for Crushes, which is helping against physical
That's
damage.
a lot of
but,
spell points lost for prodding Nepos.
but I'm not sure
Like
if
40%.
the Paladin archetype with his weapons hits only cold or something. Let's see how it
Lure.
goes.
Oh,
There's one
so
blast in or something.
kind of
Cross is
difficult to
trying to
follow
flee.
this. But for now, it
Yeah,
looks like Croesus is absolutely taking a beating.
Yeah, Nepos is having the edge. Oh man,
Oh, might be a short match.
this is slaughter. That was
Nepos,
quick.
dude, did
Good
you
work,
practice
Nepos.
for this?
Good work,
This was
Nepos.
unfair,
You killed him until he was dead.
and you killed him like
That was a fast one.
fast until he was
Nepos
dead.
won. Is it too late to go bet? I'd like to make a bet on Nepos.
Yes, I'll
Damn.
change my bet, please.
Well, let's go for more fun trivia, and then we're back for round 2 of Croesus versus
Round
Nepos.
2.
What did I say?
round. Right. You were. No, ne lähti jo pois ne
So hard to
vaihtoehdot.
say about the hit points of those monsters. I mean,
Are we back in line?
Who can say?
I totally
Yeah, we
missed
did.
being
We're
back
online again. We should be commenting on things, but
Yeah, I was trying to answer the
those
trivia
crosses
thing,
anew. Right. Sign up.
but I failed. Like everything in life, fail.
Life is failure.
Yes, that is like the essence of life. So the guys are about to start their next match, or building the characters at least.
Character buildage.
The previous one was, wow, it was horrible to watch.
I don't know. I think it was quite fun to watch. There was a lot of build up, and then it was just boom, bam.
So Cross
Thank you,
has
sir.
already built his character, so Nepos can now kind of respond to it.
Mm-hmm. Or he can think that he's responding.
Yeah, of course, Cross can
I mean,
take it off, and
maybe
I think you can refund points.
maybe Croissant is just actually making it look like he's building a sorcerer, but in fact he's going to, at the last moment, run his scripts and make a marauder.
How and why am I running out of beer all the time?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask some other Arc Wizard this time to bring us beer. Mr. Darrell, can you bring us beers, please? I said please.
Please!
People said please with caps.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it works. Probably doesn't.
I think
Maybe
we're
we'll
not
be
being,
removed tomorrow.
I don't think they care what we say.
And there's the bunny hopper. He says hoppers always win.
He pretty much built the same character out of Rogue.
I
Sorry, Rouge.
He has a plan. He might be onto something. So what
If he's gonna beat this whole tournament with that one build, I'm gonna be pissed.
I don't know. I think if Nepos wins the whole tournament with that one build that he applies for everything, I think that's in a way awesome.
Yeah, next he'll make a Marauder that has those same spells.
That would be cool. So what all does he have? I mean, he does
Exactly the same stuff as last time.
Endurance, not sure why endurance. Does he have any skills to use? No. Discipline is good. People didn't seem to have it. Some quick chance, some combat sense, a little stun, a little throw weight. I haven't seen throw weight on all the Marauders even. Dodge is a good investment. Parry might be pretty useless. Stun maneuvers, who knows, might help a little here and there. Not bad.
Yeah, I have no idea how well or those kind of passive melee skills really work.
Psychic Crush is pretty good damage. Armor of Aether probably helps in all situations. Reflector Shield, not sure, but Shadow Armor is a good one. True Heal, well, who knows? Maybe it will help, maybe not. Iron Will seems to be a good thing to have. And then there's Mr. Croissant. That's how I decided to call him.
Yeah, Croissant is going with.
Oh, there's throw weight. There's some maneuvers and has criticals. Defense says negative.
Cure serious wounds. When are you going to have time to use that?
Does the paladin get 2 weapons?
No, a weapon and a shield.
Weapon and a shield. So you get negative offhand penalty, so you can shield bash harder.
Yeah, well, maybe try shield bash a bit too.
But you don't have any shield bash skill. Well, I don't know.
Well, it's probably just more damage for
always, but he has combat fleeing, so maybe he's planning to be a very mobile bout.
But they don't. I don't think they have weapon skills anyway, so it doesn't matter that you don't shield bash.
That might be. Maybe they do. Can you type show crosses? I'm sending him a tell. Show skills, please, if you have the time. If you don't, then that's okay. Thanks. So let's
Thank you.
see. There's long blades.
Okay, so they
There's
do the
attack.
skills. Is there a shield bash? Yes, there is.
Okay, so they seem to
They
seem
get
to
them
have it.
naturally or so.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't
But we
it?
have no idea how good the shield is anyway. So
Yeah. I mean, shield in this
For
game
hitting.
tend not to be. Someone told me when I was wondering about the axes, said that sable axe.
have you ever thought what would happen if you turn the good Devourer shield to Anipium?
I have not.
it might hit damn hard.
Yeah, the good
But maybe
Devourer
it's small enough that it doesn't weigh much even as Anipium.
Maybe
But wonder about if you do
if
that.
you have the good Devourer shield, maybe you should play an Alena and put the rusted blade onto it.
The guys are fighting. We're talking about shields.
It's fine. We're focusing on the important things. It's like, I mean, nothing is happening.
Yeah, they're both pretty
Except
much.
Nepos is taking a beating with his cookie cutter build. What's going on, Nepos? Focus, man. Focus.
Crossus is kind of
Don't let him
healing, and
flee.
I'm not quite sure why Crossus is that high HP.
Oh, Tora
Yeah,
hits.
there's one Tora hit there.
But it doesn't, I mean, so much hit points for Croissant doesn't really look like
How
it's
much
doing
does that
barely
Core
dent.
Series ones heal? I didn't get that.
Your serious ones doesn't heal huge amounts.
Yeah, I
What's
wonder
that
why
question mark on the screen? Is that a power up there? Do we see the
But
power ups?
Nepos is
he going
running
for a
out
power
of
up?
SP. That might
What
be
is he doing?
relevant.
Nepos consumed the power up.
But Nepos doesn't have SP for maybe 2 more.
Well, I
crosses?
guess you can consume a power up. Maybe if you do it for 2 rounds, you get SPs as well, or maybe not well, but instead. I'm not sure how it works entirely.
I wonder if we would be better narrators if we knew how this works.
I think it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure you could consider us good commentators in any case, but I'm sorry, guys. This is the best we can manage with this time
But
schedule.
Nepos is now totally out of SP, and I think he doesn't have any offensive skills. So he's not going to be doing anything.
I think he might have invested into DD. Yep, there's endurance 50%. For what? You don't have any skills.
Dude, why?
Man. Why would you
Or do they have like something naturally?
Natural
Rogues.
what? Use kick, Nepos. Use kick.
Yeah, something. Do something, dude. Don't just stand there and die. It's a bad tactic.
Run, man, run. Hide. Do you have SPs for Invis? Cast it. You don't have Invis.
Oh, that's going to be a sad, and it seems like a long match.
I wonder if C invisibility works versus the skill hiding. Maybe you could just, go hide in this
Does it end now?
Well, let's see. Croissant has over 1,000 hit points.
Yeah,
and Nepos is
that was murder.
So what did they tell us? What's going to happen next?
So Nepos is like cookie cover build didn't.
Oh, maybe the base class, the archetype, whatever it is, it does. So there's going to be fight 3. I think we're going to go for a question.
Something, maybe.
Answer. Gennare silliness. That's that.
Yeah, some trivia stuff
okay, trivia.
Boris is going to take us offline mid-sentence soon.
Yep.
Whenever he's got time for it.
Well, let's see.
Now?
What was the
Soon.
question even about? Well, that was a fun question. There seems to be hefty amount of answers.
I wasn't smoking. I was actually getting beers before because we're not getting beer anymore.
Yep, the Arc Wizards are not doing
They're being
doing what they're
Arc-wizardy
supposed to. I mean,
and annoying.
why else would they be here?
Ooh.
So round 3, Crosses versus Nepos. I'm sorry, Croissant versus
Croissant.
Nepois. Nepe.
Nepotism. Yeah. So did they sign up yet?
So, did you start?
Yeah,
They're in the armory.
400 seconds left.
Left wing and right
So
wing.
I'll drink to that.
What's going on? Oh, there's a proficient vomit.
I think if we were ever going to do this again, we need a fridge by this streaming station.
Dude, just learn to enjoy a warm beer. It'll make your life easier. Oh, look, Nepos is looking at the archetypes. What is this? What should I pick? As if he doesn't already know. The rogue is capable of performing forbidden magic.
That's pretty like a
Jeez.
ballsy move to like build your character already before the other guy has even taken his archetype.
What is the forbidden magic? Is it like Bada?
Where?
No, wait, that's the forbidden dance.
What is forbidden?
Tiger Claw, cure serious wounds.
What?
Oh man.
Yeah, so you can take beer for yourself, but not for us. Thanks, dude.
Such is the way.
Evil Arc Wizards.
Oh, nice.
Evil Arc Wizards.
Gore tells you they're going to open them and then bring us the beers.
But I already have beer.
It's so nice to be
I
treated
fixed the
so
world
well
for
once in your
myself.
life. Well, second time in your life, technically.
Has Rogue won any matches today?
I think the
Or
maybe first
sorcerer?
one. Was it?
Sir. What's
Oh,
what's
man,
the
can't
sorcerer again? I hate that word. It doesn't
It's
pronounce right in
sir.
my.
So let's see. Nepos is a rouge, and so is Mr. Croissant. And Nepos has at least not yet gone for his cookie cutter build script. I guess it would be a good fallback in any case. Maybe someone knows the game. I'm not entirely sure. Do the stats and the skills and spells have different costs for the different archetypes, or is it just that they get different type of masteries or different type of like bases, or are the costs always the same? You guys should drink more. We want to see live while you go wasted.
We're talking to Cirque is like distracting me on
What?
mood side. I got
Why did Cirque show you his wellness?
yeah.
Dude, focus.
Yeah, so when I'm looking to the left, I'm looking at the Twitch chat because it's not on this main screen of mine.
It's fun to see. Demosetä lunasti palkinnon, which
He
is
did?
talking Finnish to me.
But I already had beer.
So how are we going actually?
Thank
on
you.
The wrong mouse again. How is it actually going?
Now I have 2 beers. My life everything is looking up now.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Gore. Oh man, this is awesome. So Crosses Nepos last bout. Then there's Wuka and Brochen.
So there's
Brochen.
there's the 2 loser classes going against each other now.
And then we're done for the quarterfinals, is it? Round 2. Okay, good. So how are they going? Characters all built? Quick check and Essence Eye. Good job, Mr. Nepois.
Built something now.
Oh, it looks like he has 1 script to apply.
Yeah, same character again, except no Psychic Crush, but Acid Blast this time.
Well, that's quite clever. Croissant is
True
saying,
Heal too, so
study Psychic Crush to 100 already.
I
Oh,
wonder if this will be like a resource fight again, because True Heal and Acid Blast both take quite a bit of SP to work with.
yeah, hard to say. I guess the rogue will beat in regular melee. I think that.
I just poured some beer on me. Ah, shit.
Good job. Hold on. Don't try speaking and drinking at the same time. You should take turns. Pace yourself.
I think I poured some on the mic too, but maybe it's fine.
Don't electrocute yourself, man. So let's see.
That
a rogue with tiger
HP
claw.
maximum on sorcerer is just so little to work with. It's very hard
this
to
the
pull off.
forbidden
I think it
magic?
was the last year the same, that it was hard to win with a sorcerer.
Do they have Alena spells? That would be cool.
I don't think they do.
Speaking of Alena, I'm sorry, you
You
don't
don't have
it
a human brain.
Exactly.
Just like you.
Yeah. Human brains are overrated.
So there's the potting going on.
When I play the game, I have sort of triggers that I don't see the spell words because I have no idea what playing mox is. I have triggers which will.
It just might be the shadow armor.
Well, it seems because he cast Shadow Armor successfully, but I have triggers which all will replace it all. So it doesn't look like Clay Mox to me. To me, it looks like Shadow Armor. So I know, the spells, but then I'm looking at these
That's
spell
some
words. I'm like,
advanced sorcery you're doing there.
and I'm like,
Yes,
what
I
the
like that
fuck
more.
just happened?
Nepos used 800
My
SP to
favorite is
proc.
still Huppa Huppa Tiki Tiki. I think that's
Just water walking,
Fireprot
maybe?
or something.
Hey, wait a minute. No, that's
And
not.
they're off.
That's Jesus.
Let's see. Acid Blast.
Jesus is water walking.
Acid Blast versus Target Claw Melee, it seems like. Go for. Oh,
I'll bet on Croesus on this, but it's hard to say.
It is pretty hard to say.
So
I mean,
how
I
is
guess it goes down to.
Iron Will is actually resisting the Tiger Claw occasionally? It seems like just there.
I think I saw a true heal. Interesting. Good call. I mean, Nepos is really putting up a fight.
He is, and
I
he
mean,
actually might be winning at the moment.
It looks like he's actually trying to play the game and not just whipping something
Croesus
up
would
and seeing
now
what
need
happens.
some like off time to use his slow heals.
Yeah, that's true. He has cure serious wounds, which is going to
Why
take
they're
like
not going for
100
the
years to
power
get
up?
healed.
I have no idea.
I think the problem with power-ups is that you run for the power-up, the other guy comes in and you can't claim it in combat or something.
Ah, okay, there might be something like that going on.
But
It's actually pretty even.
it is. Could
It's
go
not
either
like
way.
decided
Croesus
one
is-
way or other yet. Like Nepos is half hit
Nepois
points,
has
Croesus
still
is... No, well, now Croesus is also half hit points.
But
Nepos
Nepois still has a lot of SPs to use, so let's see. Maybe if he gets that
does
acid
have,
blast
Nepos
in,
does have enough SP to finish this.
oh,
If
he got
Croesus
it
can
in?
disengage now or crit or something.
I guess they're both trying to run to heal, but Croesus is.
Croesus doesn't have SP to heal even. That's
Oh,
that's
wow.
bad. Yeah.
And Nepos gets it.
Yeah,
Unless
that
there's
was actually pretty
avoid death,
interesting.
maybe. Avoid death might make this hilarious. What's the spell? What's the Terminals have the spell? What's it? Soul Hold. Or I think maybe Here and After or something. Or rumor has it that for the new triads, Here and After has it. Or
that would be just
last rites for the old
yeah,
priest. That would be great.
What the fuck?
Well, that was a fun game. Congratulations, Nepos, and I think it's over to Gore again.
Yeah, I think we'll take it offline now that I said the F word. Sorry.
F word like fun.
Yes.
All right. Now it might actually work. So we're just going to do a brief walkthrough of the studio that we're in, just to show a little bit about, how. So we're in a place called Game Cave, which is an esports studio here in the capital Helsinki region in Finland. They haven't officially opened it yet. They're going to open it, I guess, in a few weeks' time. So we're like their first guests in here. Over here we have like the studio area where you might recognize a couple of familiar faces getting drunk on, I think it's breezers or something. Well, the other archwizard is probably not getting drunk, but yeah. Fun fact: not all archwizards actually like alcohol. It's weird. It's very, very weird. So it looks like this. So what we have here is basically several remote streaming setups. So we have like a camera pointing here towards the studio setup. We have a bunch of microphones feeding into a digital mixer.
Doesn't that like break the universe if you aim it at that screen?
Probably. It makes like an infinite loop or some shit. Yeah, so we have like a digital mixer who collects the different microphone audio from here and then translates it into USB and feeds it into a PC, which is here on the floor. And then we're using a software called Obs Ninja to basically remotely transmit the audio and the video signal to our master streaming station that I will show in a little while. So it's a fun little setup over here. Then we're going to go and take a look at our casters. So here you might see another couple of faces that you've seen and heard several times during the stream. Say hello.
Hello. Hey, man.
All right. And again, in here we have a little bit the same kind of setup that we have a couple of webcams. We have a couple of microphones feeding into a mixer and more than a couple of beers. That's good. That's good. It keeps the story flowing. And then these two were like feeding as a remote stream, into the master streaming station. Stream. Yeah, stream. And over here we have a shady arch wizard coding the next BatMUD encounter or some shit. Very nice, very nice. So I'm going to walk back to my own place now. Then we're going to take a look at a bit of like a video clip again. And after that, I think we have one more fight? Well, one more match in the quarterfinals. And after that, we're going to take a break and then we're going to do the semifinals and finals. So, but it's a nice place. So walking back, bear with me. Then I'll very, very briefly explain our little streaming setup over here. So it looks like this. We have several PCs here. We have one where we have the Bat client that you see whenever we're fighting, visible all the time. So what we basically do is that we capture the output of that, so the HDMI output, and just rip that into the stream. And then we have the actual streaming station that has like a whole bunch of different views and scenes and so forth that we can choose from. That what do we want to actually display on the stream at any given time, whether it's a video clip or whether it's Huppus or Glaurung's nice face and so forth. But hey, that's it in terms of like how we're set up over here. Many knobs and bolts and so forth to twiddle around with. We're gonna move over to the next video clip, and after that, I think we're gonna be lining up the next fighters. And we are off, I believe.
Hello, I'm Rose, and this is Sinister. Happy birthday, BatMUD. Happy birthday.
Right. So we have one more quarterfinal to go. And after that, we'll, like Gor said, we'll have a short break and then move on to the semi and finals. On the prizes, so we have the fancy trophy. Let's see who wins it. And we additionally have, of course, the usual PvPs. We share. Let's see how the split goes this year. And this year, everyone who made it to round 2 will also get a T-shirt, black or a white one. I'll get back to you guys girls on how to deliver those. I'll try to get them from email, snail mail a bit earlier than last time. So the last year's prizes did get to their winners before this 3. So that's not half bad.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Let's see. So I'll contact everyone. You get to choose between a black or a white T-shirt. But of course, PvPs, let's see how those go. So for the winner, perhaps that's clear. But let's see if there's something else as well. And on the prizes of the trivia, let's see as well. Could be something fun. But I think it's now time to move to the last quarterfinal between Rochen and Wokka. Let's see what kind of fight we'll have on our hands. So back to guys in the arena room. Take it away.
Now,
Hello.
I'm not sure. Did you guys hear what I heard? I think Gore is there in his own room twiddling his knob.
Knobs.
He has multiple knobs to twiddle.
And I'm sure you all saw that when Gore was making the rounds there, I was here.
And not smoking.
Yes.
That is true.
So all the rumors of my smoking are clearly
So
false.
how do you pronounce these names? Mr. Wokka?
Brötzi and
Kuokka.
Kuokka.
Brödis? Brötchen? Brötchen.
Brötzi.
Mr. Breasts?
Brötzi.
No.
And
Um,
Wokka.
Uha.
Wokka.
Wokka.
Maybe double C
Is
actually
there another one
pronounces
named Kuokka or something? Maybe it's like that.
Kuokka.
I know. Kakka.
Kuokka. Kakka. Brötzi and Kakka. Can we say
Something like
Kakka on
that.
Twitch?
I bet you can. Finnish is such a small language, they don't know what it means. Oh, our Mr. Script Kitty.
Yeah.
And another one.
Yeah, and then now we must just wait 5
I
minutes.
see invisible, ironable, see invisible, ironable. So what is Rogue versus
Marauder versus
Well,
that's a new one to pick Rogue on the first round. I'm not sure if anyone's taken that before.
so let's see. Rogue versus Marauder. 2 sort of melee type guys. Marauder isn't going to be heavy. They seem to be all
Yeah, I
using
think Burton is actually
bladed
done
fury.
with his character. He's probably out of points by now because
No,
he
he
has
has
the
330
hit points and
remaining.
everything now.
The 30 remaining, I'm not sure how much Mr. Kuokka has. Physical resistance.
Kuokka is doing with what?
Maybe the Rouge characters should pick what's the spell that makes your melee or the unarmed hit cold and fire? Shadow
What?
something?
You
Tigers
mean
get the spell, the same
flame
effect.
maybe?
Yeah, same effect from Seraphim Ring.
Does the spell exist here, or what are you
I
saying?
have no idea what exists here.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
This is
I
an
think
existential crisis.
there's a
what
very
you're
limited
looking at.
selection
I
of
hope you
spells
don't.
you can take here, I think.
Command K. Command is kill Wuka.
What are they starting already?
Yep.
Whoa.
So Wuka is casting spells, and Botched is
Yes.
making sure he has a command to kill Wuka
Yes.
and use Bladed Fury. And it also seems to be that his delimiter is a single. What is that?
What?
Semicolon, I think. Semicolon.
Yeah, that's colon.
And they're on or
That's
off.
part of your body, I
Invis
think.
is down.
Semi
You
part of your
bash.
body.
See, how does it go?
Yeah, I have no predictions. These are weird builds.
You score a critical hit, elbow smash. Seems like a base.
How does
basically-
Wokka have so little hit points on his Marauder?
No, Wooka is the rogue.
What?
Botched is a marauder.
Yeah,
Still, it's a
I think
steady fight. I mean,
I have something
looks like
mixed
it
up
could
here.
go either way. I'm not sure if there's Tiger Claws going.
Yeah,
But does he have Iron
something
Will? I'm
mixed
not entirely sure.
To
So
pick
it
some
could be down to a
aliases.
crit, down to lucky stun.
That's
Man, this is
very
even.
close, very close.
Looks
very
like
close.
Wuka's going down, but
Oh, that's by far the closest match.
victory by 20 hit
Yeah,
points.
we're never
Man,
been that close.
you stun Botched. Is that it? Yep, seems to be. Wow.
Yeah, I had my aliases mixed up here. I was looking at the wrong skills.
Wow, good job, Wuka. Wuka, Kaka,
Kaka.
Poopy.
Kaka.
I don't know. That was fun.
Yeah, we're so rested. Niin, et kyllä mitään leakkaria. Apua, ollaanko me livenä?
What is this craziness? Why is my face so big in here?
Why is my face on the screen?
Ah! Gore, why did you do this to us? What have we done to you?
Fix us. I don't want to see myself this big.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm guessing the answer is Dragon Scale for the question, and it looks like Harry's going to get it.
What the hell? Why are you telling me all the answers?
Well, I mean, the answers are all out on Bat Channel already anyway. It doesn't really matter, and it's gone.
Okay, we're building
There's a
characters.
quick characters and another quick character. Quite nice to see the players are prepared.
Yeah, that's
admit.
gonna
So
make
what is it gonna
makes
be?
it easier for us, so we don't like have to spend 5 minutes talking about nothing.
Sorcerer versus Marauder. Sorcerer.
Has Sorcerer yet won anything? Or
hefty chunk of spells.
Did Nepos? How did it
Marauder.
go? Has
Iron
Sorcerer
Will.
won? I'm not sure.
Stun maneuvers, Bladed Fury, Endurance.
What
Not
does
bad.
Mana
Combat
Barrier do?
fleeing. Combat fleeing quite high. I guess Botched is preparing to be quite mobile. A little bit of resistance. And Wuka and his Sorcerer. What is that?
What does Mana Barrier do?
I have no idea. Do we have help spell in
Is
here?
it actually a real spell in game?
Does it do?
It kind of
Magic users are known to be vulnerable to physical stress,
Yeah,
so they
rings a
rely on
bell,
their
but
wits
does some
instead of
guild get
armor
that
to survive in
in the
this
game, or-
harsh realm.
Hmm.
So what? It drains your intelligence instead of your hit points. I mean, come on. This is like reading help spells for a Daryl guild. You get
I'm
like
confused.
70 pages of stories, and you're like trying to figure out what the hell is this? What does
I'm
this spell
confused,
do?
but the guys are now proting.
I don't know. Circus telling us that it maybe drains SPs while you take hits. Does look like Wuka is
Does
having
that spell
quite a
exist on
hefty
normal
amount of...
BatMUD side?
Yeah, probably. Wuka is having a hefty amount of spell points. If it works properly, then who knows? It might be quite nifty. Funny enough, the spell words are ouch, ouch, ow, ow.
Ouch.
And they're one. Let's see how it goes. Fortune is taking a crit.
Everyone is taking
Hitting.
damage. Interesting.
Damage go nicely.
Oh, Fortune
Wuka
took
is
a big
going
hit
down
there.
in hit points quite fast, though.
They're both
Looks
bleeding
like
hit
that
points
mana
like
barrier is
like
not being
mad.
so great. Is it going to be another close
This is
one?
going to be a fast one,
Wow.
unless they have a
Wuka
heal,
consumed
do
the
they?
power up, got a nice amount of hit points, but they're still quite even in the hit points. Fortune is going down, but does he flee?
is he?
Who is? They're both trying to flee. What is going on?
Why is no one doing anything?
And
Okay.
Quokka gets it.
Yeah.
Whew. So I guess
That
now
was
we're
fast.
going to the studio, maybe. And wait! I think this is their last fight of round 2, and we go for the semifinals. So there's probably going to be a lengthy video at this point.
Yeah, I think
Whew.
we're gonna have a break now. I
A
think.
break, awesome.
Can
Maybe
eat
eat some
some
pizza,
pizza,
as
yeah.
well. You said it, not me. So
No
thanks,
one- no one
and
said
off to
it.
you, Gore, or what, or
Yeah,
whoever
take us
you
away
are.
from here, please.
Right. So that concludes our quarterfinals. We have our semifinalists figured out. So we have Wukka, Nepos, Falis, and Seark who are moving on to the semifinals. And now let's have a 20-minute break.
Do we
but
have
don't-
this one?
But don't go anywhere. So we have a cool video made by Torvor that's about 20 minutes long, flying between planets and kind of giving you an impression what the world of BatMUD might look like from when going at from space. It's actually quite cool.
Yeah.
So let's have a 20-minute break with the fights, and then continue with the semifinals.
See you in 20 minutes, I guess.
See you again.
Happy birthday, BatMUD from Deathseeker, out here in beautiful Montana.
Meidän kävellä lasin läpi.
All right, so back to the video. Using the old the wireless ones, they're not charging. So, saying a few words about the upcoming conventions for this year, maybe the next one. So, confirmed conventions in Finland for this year are Kepucon, as usual in August. Then we have Kannialiokon in September. And additionally, Porocon will be held again this year in September as well. We're looking into the possibility of organizing something a bit different for June. Let's see how it goes. More information will follow soonish. We're talking about a day trip somewhere, maybe even supported by the Ballast Alternative Techniques or why. But let's see about that later. On the boat cons, which some people are often asking about, so let's see how the COVID situation goes. Maybe that we'll have a boat con in the early winter or something, or maybe spring next year. Let's see. And on the gala, which we're now pushing forward for a few years, things are looking kind of good for next year. So let's see if we could have the actual gala in 1 year's time. That's, of course, if there are no additional COVID variants or no World War III. So it remains to be seen. Otherwise, I think that's more or less about what we're doing on the real life event front. But I'll keep you all posted in mind whenever something changes or something is announced. Now I guess it would be time for the semi-finals, and we'll start with the Cirque versus Marlis. Was it so? Yeah. So let's see how things go and who will end up in the finals. So passing over to Lauru once again.
Okay, we're back. I said something. Now it's your turn, Hopeful.
Hello. I had no idea we were going to be back now.
Yeah.
Luckily, I was here and I was almost set up.
Do you have your microphone set up? Is it hanging from your beard again?
From my penny.
I'm sorry if it might have to hang a bit higher.
That depends on my state.
Yeah, looking right back at you. So, nonetheless, Farless versus Cirque. Farley versus Cirque.
Which one is which?
Farless is player 1 on our information obtaining facilities, and Cirque. Chercher. Le chercher. Chouchin. Mr. Shoeshine is player 2. Doge, good investment. Defense, another solid one. So there's a Marauder versus Paladin.
Hit points versus hit points.
Paladins, the defenders of faith, versus Marauders, the I don't know what.
I'm not sure if I have
Ravagers of civilization.
I think I do. Maybe. So Farless is the Marauder,
as usually.
Okay.
And Cirque doesn't really feel like a paladin. He usually tends to play the evil types.
Because that's what he is,
that
evil.
Doesn't really matter.
I have my money on Cirque.
So Cirque has invested into defense sets. Whereas there's
it's probably such bullshit to use points on that in this mode because
Stunbladed Fury.
I'm not quite sure how useful it is, even on the normal bat side. Maybe plus 10 avoid or something, but that's just not so
now
much.
Let's see. Farless has 140 spell points. Iron Will, how much does it cost? Let's see. Iron Will costs 111, and he has 30%. No cast skills whatsoever. She's like,
so it might fail.
1 out of 10, maybe 1 out of 15, it might work. Let's see how it goes.
Also, the effect, like the percentage and masteries and everything, might have an
No
effect
idea
on the
that. Where
how well it
Cirque
works.
on his paladin going the old psychic crush. Wouldn't it be fun to see like someone casting, I don't know, whatever the
magic missile.
No, what's the poison spell?
Lightning
Is
bolt?
it someone what is it?
Carnal spores.
What? Carnal spores. Exactly. Man, who came up with that?
Sounds like some kind of orgy thing.
Gore, if you're
carnal spores are flying all over at every orgy.
Exactly. Gore, if you're listening, can you like find out who came up with the name Summon Carnal Spores? I don't know. It's probably from Dungeons and Dragons or something. If we say, who came up with this spell name Summon Carnal
And now I'm
Spores?
looking at my phone live. Sorry, everyone.
I blame Donald.
It was probably Donald. Yeah, I totally agree. Oh, well, nonetheless, probably some ripoff from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Are this guys still building the characters? Come on. Guys, you're in the semifinals. You can't be such character artisans. Ooh, I see
these
lure.
characters look familiar.
Carlos is going to lure, and Cirque is going to psychic crush.
And heal.
Well, the Marauder has been a pretty steady performer, but then again, so has
I think both the Paladin and Marauder are on average been the best this far.
Unfortunately, I have not the statistics, so I can't say if the Sorcerer and the Rogue have been sort of.
I think next time we're going to have those statistics because they're going to be useful if this system is going to be used maybe next year again.
We don't seem very professional, not knowing anything. But then again, well, such is life.
Professionalism is something
So
I don't really do.
Cirque has a huge amount of spell points, a steady amount of the advantage in hit points.
Farley's went over 100% on some skills.
Did Farley's
I didn't actually know you can do that.
I didn't.
And here we are.
Oh, he failed. Well,
looking good for Cirque for now. Hard to say how it'll carry on.
I'd love to say Cirque has the advantage. He has Psychic Crush and Minor Heal and a ton of SPs. But then again, the Marauder has been a steady performer.
Also, I don't know how well the bash skill works,
now
but
you can see that
Farley doesn't have it trained, so...
Cirque has learned something. He has invested not only in physical, but also fire resistance. I'm not sure if they're percentages, but there's 20 each, which seems like a pretty solid
I would imagine
tactic.
that 20 is 20% resistance, so it's pretty...
So far, it's pretty even.
Oh,
could go either way. Hard to say.
Cirque lost a huge chunk of hit points there.
But he's healing. Cirque is healing.
True that.
What was that? Wasn't that a big crit?
Yeah, it was just a crit.
Incisively tear. That's a pretty hefty crit for a Sable Axe type of thing, but looks like it's going to Farless, but Cirque still has a ton of hit points, spell points, so he can pretty much do anything.
Except
if he just manages to run around, but
if he dies, he can't.
He's trying to flee, but it's not looking like it's going to happen, so he's down.
Oh boy.
Well, I guess the whole thing of run out and heal is going to be not too easy to accomplish. So I think let's go for more trivia from Shinare.
I wonder if we would actually have the stats of what class wins here.
Round 2.
I'll have to ask someone.
Yep, maybe one.
Oh, we're back.
And we're back.
We were just brainstorming about the trivia question and trying to find our own answers.
Spell point. Oh, man. Go figure. Hard to say. So are we on round 2? Round 2?
Only 2? Yeah.
What? Farless 1, Jerk 0. Yep. Round 2 it goes. So if Farless wins, he goes on to the finals. If Cirque wins, we go for round 3. So let's see how it goes. Character building ongoing, I believe. Heavy investment in Constitution for Farless. He seems to have the rogue archetype. Cirque is going for the ever so elusive, not yet selected.
Don't do anything. Archetype.
Rogue versus Marauder. Seems like, I don't know. I think we've seen this before.
Yeah, Marauder always wins.
Yep. He invests 30% into Iron and will manage to get it on by sheer luck and be immune to Tiger Claw.
No, it's not immune. I don't think it's immune.
No, it's not immune.
I think there's some chance.
I think Tiger Claw actually does some hard damage. I mean, it could
It does some, yeah.
80 points or something.
Not too much. True.
Not too much. Doesn't matter.
It also interrupts very well, at least in normal BatMUD side.
Yep, yeah, that's true.
It's impossible to fight against the Tiger if you rely on spells that are not one-round spells.
It's much easier if you can rely on a minion standing behind a tank dude. Like a golem for Nurgles or a wyvern or dragon.
2 Nurgles.
I mean, I'm not saying that the Nurgle minions are pretty powerful, but
but they are.
If you can tank Tiamat on it, I guess they are pretty powerful.
Yeah, and also you can, if you don't solo 30k rate with a Nurgle, you're doing something wrong.
I think they tank Tiamat better than a Gnoll tank does. I'm not sure.
Depends on the Gnoll, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Like an Ent.
I was there once on a Gnoll Nurgle myself.
Once there was a Gnoll
tank.
Ent and a Nurgle tank.
A Gnoll with a minion out, so the stats are like under 100. It was not a pretty sight. At least we had the good prots.
So here we have a Marauder, which is pretty much the standard build.
Someone is asking on the Twitch channel that are the background images behind Hoopu and Glowing Like Heaven versus Hell, or just plain versus Hell maybe. I believe my background image is the Garden of Nurgle.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's Warhammer 40,000. It's the god of one of the chaos gods of.
It's Nergal.
Disease and putrefaction and all good things. And,
beautification.
Yeah, stuff like that. Papa Nurgle, as we call him. Papa Nurgle gave me and my whole family the blessing of Corona right after New Year's. Oh man, it was such a good time for the family. Nonetheless. Hoopu changed his background image from the Windows XP to the Windows Vista, it looks like.
Yeah, that
was another nerd joke. I hope someone understood it.
I don't think
Hoopu totally missed it, but well, that's Hoopu for you.
I'm going to go hunt
so
for
let's see.
new background pictures.
Both have Iron Will.
I'm taking requests for background pictures if people care.
Rogue, enhanced critical, stun maneuvers little. Heavy investment in Iron Palm. Seems like a good one. Attack, throw weight, stun, discipline, endurance. Okay, good. And the Marauder with enhanced criticals, attack, throw weight, stun. Okay,
damn it,
good
I
investments.
fucked up my windows. I can see the hit points of the guys.
Cast protection this time with Iron Will, a bit higher on the Iron Will. Okay, let's see how it goes. And it's on.
Oh, well, Farley is doing pretty well this far.
I would bet on Cirque with his Marauder just because, I don't know.
It just feels like Marauders are doing pretty good usually.
Slightly steadier melee type. I'm not trying to back scroll to see if he did get his Iron Will or something on, but
I think we saw Nepos maybe win with a Rogue before.
Could be.
When he drained his SP doing Claw maybe and then Iron Palmed.
I can't remember, but then again, who can? Probably no one else can either.
And who cares?
We can just claim he did.
But this looks like Cirque is going to lose. Of course he does, because he's a loser.
So the rogue wins versus the marauder. Nice.
Yeah,
well
that's-
played,
that's
Farless.
new one.
Well played. Good job. I'm not sure what's going to happen
Bad
next.
played, Cirque. Dude,
So
don't
let's
be a
see.
bad
Gore
player.
tells you if Cirque wins it's 1-1, and we go to the third fight after the trivia. So there's more interesting questions from Mr. Chinare,
Chinare?
and then something else. What? He lost.
Hello, happy 32nd anniversary, BatMUD. I'm Steven, though to most of you I'm probably better known as Pisano. Longtime player, and now over the last couple of years, I've been a wizard. I've greatly enjoyed seeing folks explore content that I've added to the game, and I hope I've brought at least a little joy to those who have delved into the commune of the Feather Sea and Archipelago Tiki Bar areas. I hope I will meet more folks in person in the coming year, and I'm definitely looking forward to visiting Finland at some point. I also wanted to tease that I'm working on a new area, bigger, better, and with more ducks than ever. Well, maybe it'll be geese this time. You'll just have to wait and see. I'm not actually sure Daryl will approve any more ducks. So with that, I will end it, but once again, happy anniversary, everyone.
Right, so one semi-final down. Harless took the pot 2-0. Let's see who Harless will win in the finals.
It's online.
Men, ehkä
Oh,
me
look, it's
puhutaan.
us. Maybe we should say something.
When I see a house
Okay,
on
no
fire,
questions. I was fully
erection.
prepared. What?
Ei mitään. Lauloi vaan. I
Say
just
what?
sing.
So I think it's the last semifinals, is it? We are looking at
Sorry, no.
Wireless
Yeah.
Nepos? No, that can't be right. It should be Wukko
Wukka
versus
and
Nepos.
Nepos.
Get your shit together, man. You're an
I
arc
don't think I
wizard.
said
God
that.
damn it.
I think it was you.
I don't know.
I need more
Good
beer.
job. So
And I
Wukko
actually
versus
need
Nepos.
more beer.
I think both of them, or let's say neither of them, were being the... Dude! Oh man, this is just like last year. Well, I'm up to having a monologue. The guys aren't doing nothing. So, has anyone heard any good jokes lately? You have to come up with another BatMUD story. Probably good thing is that no one remembers them from last year, so I can just retell them. Thanks, dude. He brought me a beer as well. Excellent job. What is this? Nepos is looking at the archetypes as if he's reading them.
As
and
if he
planning.
wouldn't know what he's going to do.
The sorcerer is considered as master of magic, whereas the marauder is known for his barbaric ways. See, his barbaric ways. Why is the marauder a he?
Yeah, that's not
Could
like
it not
current
be a
times.
female marauder or an
I think you call them days these
other?
days.
I don't know.
If you want to be neutral. Yeah,
I
let's
don't
keep
know.
politics out of this.
So they're both waiting to see what the other guy's going to do. Like Nepo says, that's great. We are both waiting to see what you guys are going to do.
Yeah, I think
Maybe Mr.
I think
you should
Nepos
make
has
this
some issues
interesting
because
and
he's
change
talking to himself there.
change the 400 seconds left to 4 seconds left and see what happens.
Does it actually warn? Is there like a timer?
I have no idea. One of the things that I have learned in BatMUD is that how long is 1,000 seconds? 60 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's just a. I mean, it's like
Quite many things just happen to be that long.
Why are so many things 60 minutes, 40 seconds, and then you're like, that's 1,000 seconds. Now it all makes sense. That used to be the maximum for at least the bigger
I think conjurer prots, yeah.
or maybe even the smaller conjure prots as well. But
No,
nowadays, it's those
the
crazy
idea.
grinders like, I don't know, 22, 23, even longer maybe. Minutes, that is, not seconds. So, what are they going? Rogue versus Paladin.
Rouge.
Rouge versus Paladin.
Paladin.
It would be much more fun if it were a Templar, and instead of being a Paladin-like Templar, like it often is in these fantasy-type games, it would be
Yeah, but we have
banker,
some we
a
have really
merchant.
weird archetypes here, like not BatMUD archetypes
I think
at all.
how fun it would be seeing that the Templar is investing into remote banking and building his vault, maybe a little mining.
Money is power.
Yep, that would be great.
The
Let's see
guys
how
are
is this
actually starting
going.
the fight already.
Plotting, both have hit points, they have spell points, they have some nifty
So we
little
have
spells.
invisibility going there on the left, and there
Nepois.
is no invisibility on the right. So
Nepois seems to be relying on his, well, I mean, if you don't have even this, basically means that the other guy is going to get the jump start.
yeah, but Wokka is now invisible, and Nepos can't see it.
Yeah,
So that's
but, I mean,
actually
what is he
interesting
gonna
to see
do?
if
He's
it
gonna start
matters.
with Tiger Claw, but if he has Iron Will,
Well,
it doesn't
doesn't seem
much.
to matter much.
I mean, somehow last year the invisibility seemed to be a big thing, but now it's like, who cares?
Did it even work? They just started fighting in more or less instantly. From my perspective,
Yeah, who knows? But
doesn't
Wokka's
look good
going
for
down.
Wokka at the moment at all.
Rogue versus Paladin seems to be like, oh man, not even a contest.
Yeah, this looks really bad for
Well,
now. But
Wokka's still
Nepos is
alive.
low on
Who
SP
knows
though.
what could happen? He doesn't have any heal spells, so no help there. But maybe he's hoping to get a true stun or
I think
something.
Wokka would need a heal
A little
spell to
bit of
fix
luck.
this.
Nope.
Yeah,
He's down. He's down.
and
Not too
that
surprising.
was the last spell. He doesn't have any SP left, but that was enough.
So
Low HP max is a thing.
a victory for Nepois again. So I think we're going to go for another round of trivia. Answer, winner,
Something.
question, and then back to round 2. Off to you, Gore. And we're back. So Wooka was telling me that last year, moving around in the arena battleground would cost you some hit points or something. So that's why last year invisibility was more of a thing. If you had to sort of spend your time looking at your opponent, of course you're going to, well, lose some hit points.
Yeah, also some
I
feedback
missed the
from
last
this.
question. I'm saying Madrid, but Madrid was known for Düsseldorf. Who's cuts, not for Dachbeck. I have no idea who that is. And someone was telling me that we were talking about the Conjurer parts that Pirutars last for more than 23 minutes. That's a hefty amount longer than 1,000 seconds already.
Also, there was some feedback from an unnamed person that this character building for this tournament is not really very good as it is, because it just automatically leads to stream sniping, which is a problem. So maybe if this event happens in the future, there might be some changes to it, because at the moment it is problematic, because if you really want to win this event, you can't really build your character until the last second. And it's not very good for, well, anything.
Well, who knows? Maybe next year we don't have to have this event. We can all get happily drunk
Well, we
together.
won't have to have this because we're all going to be dead.
At the big, yes, at the graveyard party. He's hopping around like a bunny.
Nepos is hopping around, which means he did something.
I do find that personally quite funny.
Lauri, will we give spoilers here?
Quake back in the day, where bunny hopping was a well-known skill thing for some people.
It was so annoying. It was so immersion breaking. It was horrible. And similar tactics still are horrible.
You could move with huge speeds if you were able to bunny hop, abusing the game system. Like in some games, like in EverQuest, if you run forwards, you would go, well, at some speed. But if you also strafe a little, you would go slightly faster.
That was actually in old Counter-Strike too, when we were, was it called sneaking, when you don't make any noise or anything? Then if you strafed and went forward, you went faster.
Yep, you get that additional little speed, exact. So you can't go straight, you have to go sort of like facing a little to the side. And then
anyway, here we have Nepos, whose build is secret. It has a lot of defensive spells there, and a heal and a blast spell.
It's nice to notice that
for
there
stream
are some
sniping.
Surprises.
This is for stream sniping for.
So it seems to be.
But then again, Walker's character is done. So
versus a classic type, and by types I'm meaning spell damage types.
Isn't it pretty much the same build Nepos has used more or less every battle?
I do, but I mean, I think he has, but he does leave some points, so he can always custom it a bit.
Yeah, might be.
So he
customs. But still, there's a lot of like boilerplate, which like has a lot of SP eating procs.
It seems to be a pretty working tactic for him. So you have your basic shit together, which you can, I mean, you have to have it, your basic shit together. Though he doesn't have, for instance, any dodge in it. I would personally add maybe a little dodge.
I'm not sure how much dodge actually does if you have it with low percent.
It might help a little.
And he's fighting against a sorcerer now.
Maybe some of the archetypes help, but.
And here we go.
What? What is this?
Nepos is almost dead. What happened?
Sorcerer versus sorcerer. This is just crazy.
No one has hit.
Who gets a haste? And Nepos wins.
Yeah, this was a blast.
If you blinked, you missed it.
To narrate. What happened? Someone died.
That was first. Sorcerer versus sorcerer. So wait,
that was
how are the games? It's like Nepos twice. Oh man, those for the semifinals. It's going to be Nepos versus Farless.
How did all those protection spells
now
work
some
out?
Clips, some interesting information, and off to Gore.
Yeah, let's go.
Are we off to Gore?
Hello everyone. It is I again, Niriori Telar, Catfolk Merchant Extraordinaire, and still at your service. As always, Catfolk has wares if you have coin. And you have coin, right? Okay, anyway. It's been about a year since I've last made a video for you guys, and I know I've been missing in action for most of it. I'm really sorry about that. I mean, I kind of overdid it doing Xenium last summer, and as a result, I didn't do so great. But it's okay, because I was careful to come back after the January Xenium event so that I would make sure that my sanity and functionality of my wrists were intact. They work again. It's awesome. Anyway, some of you may have been noticing that my cart has not been up at Vlad. Well, it's because of an issue with my solve quality. It's not what it used to be because of unforeseen circumstances. And I am on track to fix it. I'm just going to need about 200 million XP or so on Nithri, my new Alchemist alt. I will get this done, at some point. Really. Not like in 2 weeks or anything like that. It's not like that. Oh, yeah, also, remember guys, I'm not an AI. I am proving to you yet again I am not an AI. Yes. I realize this might seem obvious to some of you, but the rumors just haven't been dying down. I mean, there's absolutely no way that I could be an AI using new deepfake technology, and wouldn't just make me look like a real person. No. And this isn't something an AI would say either. Well, anyway, happy birthday! 32nd birthday, BatMUD. Remember, guys, I'm here to make your life easier, okay? Because when it comes to merchant services, well, I just want to be your everything. Open up your purse and give me coins all jingly. It's gold I want to see, because that's how I get my XP. Remember, I need your help to put money in Money is Power. Anyway, see you guys in game, and remember, stay batty. Or, if you're like me, catty.
Right, so time for the developer Q&A. So I'm not seeing much questions at least on my side or the Twitch chat. Like you can post your questions there if you have any. But I suppose we could start with Darrell telling us a bit about what you've been doing for last year, I guess.
Well, I think my last year has been mostly maintaining the new priests on Triad of Darkness. If you have been a member, if you haven't, I still have been doing the same. But I think at the moment things are going quite well in the guild. It has mostly taken my time because I have been busy with some kind of real life things. Nowadays I actually have a life, so sometimes it takes some time to find the possibility to maintain. So right now it has been mostly putting down fires, I would say. We'll see what happens in the future. Probably I might be picking up some kind of smaller project to work on. I don't know exactly what, but we'll see. So What do you guys have been?
We actually have a question here.
Oh.
So what is keeping you guys motivated? So I suppose I answer on my own behalf. So it's the community, obviously. So when you've been hanging around somewhere for like 20 years or more, you get to know the people and you want to make their experience in the game as good as possible. At least I haven't gotten bored yet. So I don't know what you guys feel. What's keeping you motivated in managing BatMUD?
Yeah, I think it's a similar answer. I think it's the community probably. It's nice to see that people are actually enjoying the stuff that we create, and I also have to say that coding is something like a personal motivation. I like to create, I like to write. There are many things that I actually like, so it's mostly some of the motivation actually needs to be like inner motivation, or otherwise, if you really think about it, coding something for like 2 years, and then you really need to have something going for you.
Yeah, I guess motivation comes and goes. Right. Sometimes there is plenty of motivation to start coding things, and sometimes you do other things with the computer instead of like coding a game. Well, hello there, Hanson.
You're the only one who can see it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, many of us have been around for what, 20?
They're saying that your mic is not working.
Okay. Well, that's great.
Have this one.
Then I guess you have the working mic. We get to pass it around. I think Topi has the working mic. Yeah. So undress your mic cabinet and we play around like this. This one at least should be audible, right? Okay, so let's use this microphone then. Yes. So when it comes to motivation, I think it comes and goes. At least for me, I had more than enough like projects that I've started, and then they kind of drifted at some point. But it's fun to see something get done. It's fun to see how players react to new stuff, as Topi mentioned. And I guess many of us have been around for 20, 30 years trying to keep the game and the community going, and had the luxury of meeting many of you as well. So that's also been an awesome part of BatMUD.
Oh, hello. I think I've been tricked. I thought this was the idle officers corner. But yeah, I also I've always wanted to develop the code. I think I had 33 megs of EXP when I immorted, and I really like designing stuff and then seeing as they come to life.
Okay, let's see. Apparently my mic works and the one you're now holding works, but the hand one doesn't. That was the feedback from.
That's good.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
Yep. All right. So, do we have any other questions? Who pulls her pants on? Indeed, that is serious. That's a statement of a fact, which nice of you to notice.
Maybe it's right. Why? Why does he have pants on?
Yes, I think he's trying to be nice to the rest of us, or something. We have Glaurung here, kind of shouting from the sidelines.
You've seen me.
Do you have any questions for the developers? You've been using this time to.
Where do I start?
Go ahead.
No. I'm going to let the other guys ask questions.
All right. So are the new druids still coming? Virgin is asking. Zin, do you want to answer that one?
Who is making them? Is it me?
Yes.
Damn.
Probably.
And I was gonna run new Moomins if I only got nice questions. Yeah, they are coming in 2 weeks, or it will take more. But yeah, when I originally started doing them, my main idea was first to just add this sort of overarching reputation system, much like in nuns. And then I decided that okay, my reputation system would enhance those morphs. But then when I look at those all the temp races, I get those temp races. then I look at those templates, and then I realized that they're not really usable. So then I started to design them from the scratch, and then so on and so forth. But I'm hoping that by the end of the year we would go to testing some of these things.
Okay, then there's another question. Another ring race.
Yes, that is also under development. So I've been working with the recycle event, and the recycle event is currently in a place which I think is nice. I'm quite happy with it. So I will obviously tinker with upgrades and perhaps adding new upgrades. But then the Rick's ring race, so I am recoding that. So the last Rick's ring race was more of the afterthought, and it turned to Beastlands galore. And the ring is nice. I'm very happy how the ring works. So this new Rick's ring race, it will run every 5 months, and it works so that you are doing EXP, and periodically, let's say once an hour, you will find a portal, and then you can enter a portal, and that's the point where you can collect these race points that you have gathered so far. And then that portal also opens up a maze, and you can exit anytime you want, but you can continue and do the maze, and every player in the party will have their own little maze, which will then combine to one bigger maze. It will have rewards, more Rix points. It will have small puzzles like go stand in 2 plates and a new door open. It will have chests. Those will contain buffs for the area you're currently on. They will also contain fragments of rank pendants, some other stuff, and then upgrades for your Rix ring. And then the Rix ring, you can then modify it accordingly. So the more points you make, the more you unlock. And if you win the race, you can actually transform the ring to any slot. And those upgrades you unlock, they will stay. So you can always try to get even more points to upgrade, more possibilities to modify the ring. But then besides those other things, you get small buffs, rank pendant shards, and youth potions, and all sort of stuff. The ring will start to lose its power, and approximately, if you don't do this event at all, let's say in 2 years, the abilities in the ring, they will sort of diminish to 50%. Something like this. And I will probably do some testing with the maze, and the maze will be more complex and contain more stuff depending how big your party is. So during this event, you want to gather as big party as you can, do EXP, and then lazily do this maze.
Okay, then we have one more question. Will we see Holy Trials 3 for nuns?
Yeah, the nuns. So the whole trial 3 is also something which I started a long time ago, never finished. And the last thing I did with nuns was this that originally, when I did the purity system, I calculated that maxing this purity system would take 15 years. And what comes after the purity system is the saint system. But I never tested this system. I thought I have plenty of time. But unfortunately, Frenor made it there. And then I had to use a lot of time to fix that system, which is now fixed. And the saint system will then, it will have like 30 years of more grind. And I will probably then also lower these purity requirements for the last 3 levels to put it closer to this 15-year mark, which I originally intended. But yeah, the Holy Trial 3 is also the plans. I have the plans. I will try to make it even more extremely hard than Holy Trial 1 and 2.
Okay, then will there ever be a way for us to get some rank tickets to mix up guilds across background? Maybe.
Yeah, so I made the rank ticket. Was it 25th anniversary auction? Perhaps the next big 35.
Yep. And then let's see. One more question. Will none stop getting wizard coding rooms in restores that are inaccessible? Sounds like a bug.
Yeah, so basically the system which gathers those rooms, it has some faults, and I have already made a new system which is actually part of the BatMUD lib, which records these rooms, which have different monsters. It categorizes those rooms. It also categorizes if player has been in those rooms last 1 day, 10 days, 30 days. I will transition to that system where I can then guarantee that you will never get a room where no mortal has, for example, stepped foot in last 30 days. Also, it can record these monsters which are once a put and then drop them.
Okay.
Anything else?
Seems no more questions. So let's see if we actually move on to finally to the arena finals. So it seems that we'll be seeing Nepos versus Falis. But I think, Gord, we had one more player greeting to play before the finals, right?
Yes, we're ready for that.
I think we are ready for that.
Okay, give me 1 minute. Say some nice words to the players and whatever.
Yeah, and there's a question about Gala, like I said in the con update. So next year maybe we'll try to have the face-to-face Gala in 1 year's time.
But like we might have limits.
Yeah, so let's see if there's no World War III or something.
Yeah,
we'll try to come up with that. All right, so next thing we'll cut to the last player greeting, and then we'll start looking at the awesome final in the arena bouts, Nepos versus Falis. So if I'm not mistaken, Nepos was last year's winner, so he's defending his title. Let's see how that turns out. That's it from the developer Q&A. Thanks for watching.
Hello BatMUD, it's Elvik from Finland, and I wanted to congratulate everyone. Happy birthday. I'm back after 10 years of logging on now and then. Now I've been logging a lot more. Enjoying, great community, absolutely brilliant game. Love it. So, and I had another reason to do this, and it's a pretty serious one. About raising children. I have 3. The oldest one is now 15 years old, and I just realized something. I've been raising casters. They just, with the computer stuff, I have no tanks. Not even single tank. So, this is what happens when you put them all in a front row.
1% kaikki resistejä.
Well, nonetheless, we're back.
Oops.
I have to say that as the father of 3 children, I did fully enjoy that previous video of sort of sending your children out.
I'm
Man,
not
that
sure
was
if I
great.
have anything to say to add to that.
Yes, unfortunately, Hoopu does not have any minions. Unfortunately, to
I
don't know
don't
who,
play Nurgles.
unfortunately to the whole world. So I guess we're up there for the final.
I
So
aim to
we
leave
should
this
really
place a
get our
better
shit
place
together.
when I die.
What?
When I die, I hope this planet will be a better place afterwards.
Yeah.
So no
yep.
minions.
Oh, look, you did go for the penis background, but you did not go for the HR Gigers. Gigers. The guy who drew Alien, you know the guy?
Those are not penises. What's wrong with you?
Well, what are they?
They're just random geometrical, like
Random geometrical
forms.
penises. Oh man, Nepos and Farless. Is Nepos going for it? Oh, it seems like he's going for his cookie cutter model. It has been
Clarin
proven
versus
very
a
effective
Rouge.
today.
I wonder if the roots will be dual
A
wielding.
Paladin versus Rouge. Okay, Rogue. Paladin versus Rogue. There's so many games like in World of Warcraft or whatever they are. The Paladin is more of a tank and the Rogue is more of a melee offensive character, and they just
Paladin
never seem
usually
to.
has some kind of LOL immune shield.
Yeah, somehow the Rogue just doesn't quite cut it. They're always more of a Slayer
Pun
versus the
intended there,
weaklings.
maybe? Rogue and cutting.
Yep. They should be stabbing.
True.
Well, there's a good investment into Dodge. Let's see how that plays off for the Rogue.
So I
White
was
belt.
here looking at what skills people have picked, and
True
and I
heel.
pressed my 1 key,
Armor
which shows the player
Panther.
number 1 and his skills and
See
spells. And
this?
I just look at it,
Shading
and
armor?
this is Nepos. Because it's the fucking same things once again.
Are you
Everything.
okay
A
there?
lot of prot spells and one non-prot spell and the basic shit. Rouge,
What?
however.
My sounds are gone. Who says my sounds are gone?
What are gone?
Your sounds are gone, Mr. Tunhammer.
What? Who's gone?
I don't know. Someone is telling me my sounds are gone. This is all like last year. Nepos is asking, why change the winning strategy? Well, let's see, Nepos, how does it go, Mr. Paladin?
Mr. Pants.
Someone is telling me that they can hear me well.
That
I
was
don't know.
Gore.
Turn up your volume, you.
Yeah, fix
you
your
silly
system.
people. You. I blame anyone else except myself. Well,
Now we played a waiting game.
Hoopu was asking me about cool penis backgrounds, and I pointed him to this HR Jar Jar penis background.
Never
But
would
he,
do that.
he looked at the link and he was like, I can't put this. It's too much.
That's all hearsay. That didn't happen. I would never ask about cool penis backgrounds. Why would I do that?
So
That's
Fimir
ridiculous. No one would do that.
AKA the
We're in the protein
Shit
stage.
Hobbit is also
Lauri, stick to the subject.
He was telling
Not
me
the
that
other
my
subject.
sounds went mute for a moment when I was telling about the video and my kids. I was just telling that I was so happy to see the kids utterly disappear.
That's actually a new Rouge build.
And they're off.
I haven't seen that one before, what Farley's is playing. He's pretty much looks like he's banking on Iron Palm and nothing else. We'll see how it goes.
Maybe it's a winning tactic. I think not. Let's see. A lot of toe
Well,
kicks,
if you
a
fail your
knees,
Toras, then
smashy,
maybe
smashy.
the Iron Palm will win out.
Pretty even so far. There's hit points, there are spell points. Neither is running out of those resources. What?
That was a pretty big hit there.
What? What is going on? Farless is going down and he's down.
And yeah, gone.
Well,
actually, it was
surprisingly close, but man, this 2-second heartbeat
that
is too quick for
180
me.
hit points is just one crit away, so it wasn't like too far away.
So 1-for-1 win for Nepos, and more trivia from Shinachot. Shinachot.
back to us. So,
I've been doing my deep sea fish impersonation for a while now, and we're online. Nonetheless, dexterity races. Oh, this is easy.
well, I know one race that doesn't have a
Unfortunately,
high
Int
dexterity
was not
score.
in the questionnaire. I don't know why.
But anyway, we're back to the finals, and
so let's see.
Someone is winning by 1 point. That would be Nepos.
Nepos 1, Farless nil. So interesting. I bet you 1 meg in mithrils that Nepos is going to go for his cookie cutter build.
I won't take that bet.
I wouldn't either. Farless is going for, well, he's enhancing his criticals for his Marauder. That's probably going to be a good call.
Marauder is just something that you can try to counter if you like build it first, and Nepos hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah, maybe Nepos is going to go for his
What did Nepos play last round? Was it Paladin?
I think he did play with his Paladin.
So he can't do that again.
Nope. So let's see.
Yeah, well, playing the waiting game.
Marauder has been a pretty solid performer again.
70% dodge on that Marauder. That's pretty high because you don't even know yet if the other guy is going to be
That's
not
true.
sorcerer.
What if they make a sorcerer? What if they make a sorcerer like Nepos
some
apparently
American
did?
or English dude could tell us how do you actually pronounce that without
Exactly.
it's like sounding ridiculous.
If you know how to pronounce sorcerer, please send us a text.
I think what you just said is probably right, but it's
boring.
Feels bad.
Feels bad.
Feels bad in your mouth,
like putting tiger balm on your testicles.
So it's sorcerer.
Or so I heard. Don't take my word for it. You should try it yourself.
I've never done it.
You expect us to believe that?
No.
What is it?
Either.
Marauder versus sorcerer.
Your skill lists are always pretty boring to look at. They maybe have
Nice.
Iron Will.
I like your background.
Then they have like...
Looks very tasty.
What?
I like your background.
Yeah.
Good looking maggots.
I like it.
What's not to like? We're on the same team. Maggots and Nurgle.
Yeah, they're pretty much Nurgle friends, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Hey, all hail Papa Nurgle.
And surprisingly, Nepos is...
Ooh, combat sense. Good job. 40%
surprisingly,
combat
Nepos
sense.
is building a Nepos again.
So let's see, how did the combat sense? He seems non-existent because you have no armor.
What? Where? Who?
So Farless, you invested 40% into combat sense. You typed EQ and you saw that you have non-existent plots because you have no armor. Your combat sense, maybe it needs armor to be able to boost it. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm trying to back scroll, but it's a bit of a painful thing. There seems to be, you have non-existent protection against general bashing, cutting, or stabbing damage. That was after he invested into this.
The guys are prepping up, and this will, if Nepos wins this, then it's game over, and we have to bow to our new overlord.
Game over, man. Oh, well, let's see. But he's not going to win because he's the sorcerer, and he's not going to get a spell out. He does have Iron Will. He has Discipline, but 50% discipline.
I wonder why Farless didn't pick Bash for this, because I would imagine
Bash,
that it would be a good skill against
Reflector
the sorcerer.
Shield. What? That was a big chunk, but...
Yeah, actually, the Reflector Shield does seem to work against melee hits too.
I know, it works against something.
So
And Farless is down.
Fast.
Did
I don't know what you did there, but...
Oh, man, 2 years in a row. Did he win last year? I can't remember. Maybe he did. Nonetheless, good job, Nepos. At least you win this year. Impressive.
Yeah, that
With a sorcerer, nonetheless.
I will have to say that that was a disappointing final. It was over too fast. There was barely anything we could even begin to say before it was
you
over.
made it too easy on yourself. Nonetheless, congratulations.
Yeah,
and let's go see
congratulations.
the trivia.
Great.
The real game. Dun, 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 dun.
Trivia time.
Maybe.
How many?
So.
Right. So that concludes our arena tournament for this year. And congratulations to Nepos for winning a second year in a row. That's quite an achievement, to be honest. And we have also the winner of the trivia here.
I win the trivia.
Yes, but you don't. Yeah, but that's the wrong trophy, man. The wrong trophy, man.
I'm just gonna hold it for you.
So let's see, Nepos. We'll send the trophy to you over snail mail. Let's see if we actually put something in it as well.
Can I drink some beer from it, Nepos? Well, maybe not.
No.
I don't know what happened with the trivia though.
I don't know. You won. You obviously won. That's
Exactly.
what happened. Yeah. So
Everyone else was off their game today. Good job, Nepos.
yeah, well done. It was actually many fun fights to watch, to be honest. Some were quick and some were less so, but I think tactical thinking was the key here as well.
Yeah, I think Nepos had a pretty good. He has a basic build, but he was able to adjust it. Like he didn't always go with Psychic Crush. Sometimes he went with Acid. I think once he had Asphyxiation. So he did have some, variation to it. I think it was a pretty solid tactic, and 2 years in a row victory, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, second year running.
Good job, Nepos.
Yeah.
You the man.
So, but the prizes, I'll contact you guys for your addresses and stuff like that. For the t-shirts as well. So, but let's see what nice we can think of to put in the trophy. We'll figure something out.
Maybe
You'll be happy.
Maybe you can fit it with task points.
Oh yeah.
We have some ideas.
We have
but
some ideas, yeah.
We like to keep them secret at this point.
Nepos can tell you if he wants when he receives the trophy. But that actually concludes our stream for the day. And thanks for watching. It was a nice, nigh on 4 hours. The time went quite fast, to be honest. But any closing words from anyone? Darrell?
I would like to say on behalf of everybody, well, or my half at least, thank you for joining. And
I believe there were some questions about the pants.
yes, he seems to have
Just
pants.
kidding. Just kidding. Does Gore have anything to say?
Does Gore have pants?
Luckily, I have pants. No, I just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody who sent video clips. I know it's not always the most fun thing to do to get your face on the internet and so forth, but good stuff. Thanks everybody.
Good job, Gore.
Just the guy who isn't on screen.
Yeah. All right. So I think we'll close for now. I believe this can be watched as a recording in Twitch TV as well. So
It's going to be up on Twitch for the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
And after that, we can have them on YouTube. So you'll probably find it on YouTube.
Yep. So if you know someone who's missed it and wants to see it, or maybe take a look at the developer Q&A or something, give them a holler. Should be in Twitch and then later in YouTube. All right.
Where's the champagne?
We do have champagne. Do we want to open it, or do we spare it for something else?
Your beer can is limited.
Okay, I think we'll close for now. So good night, everyone, and see you again soon. Please come to cons if you can. That's it. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Koitakaa nyt sitä X Natural.